Rickard, you sit on the cart
Yes?
alone. The sort of quiet of the road ahead of you. Nothing but the gloom of night having fallen. Tura and Gott have long since gone ahead. Fitch left some time ago. He was just taking a leak, but he hasn't returned.
I don't notice. I'm looking at myself in a mirror.
Yeah. You're alone out here. All you hear is the sort of rustle of the leaves. Every now and then the shifting of the horse and donkey. Okay, you're just looking at yourself in a mirror?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
That looks like a man who knows the right thing to do. Man, he is. The right thing to do. Yes. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, I was going to let you go for an hour.
Oh, just keep going. And he looks damn good doing it too. Those magical orthodontics were worth it. That smile. Ah. And I know the right thing to do, 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 the right thing to do. Peas and carrots, carrots and peas, peas and carrots, carrots and peas. And this continues. Or would you like me to keep going?
No, I wouldn't. What is your passive perception?
Not good, but I'll tell you. I'm gonna tell you as soon as I open the thing that should already be open.
But you're not even in the game.
Nope.
Okay.
I think it's your wisdom, right? Or plus your proficiency.
Your passive perception is... I actually have no idea how you calculate passive perception. I did 2 weeks ago, and now I've forgotten. Passive perception is 10 plus your perception modifier. So you get your skill.
Yeah. I don't remember any of my stats. Hold on, I'm opening up the game right now.
Let's have a look. Perception. +1.
Nice. Okay.
Wait, these are your stats?
It's an 11.
This is the first time I've opened your sheet, I think.
Yeah. There's a note in there if you can find it.
That's absolutely insane.
What?
The stats you have are crazy.
It's called role-playing, dude.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. I've never done that. Okay.
So my passive perception, where is it listed?
I don't know where it's listed on this, but it is just 10 plus your modifier, so it's 11.
That can't be right. It's got to be plus your proficiency too, right?
It's the number, I think, next to your skill. So the 11 there is your passive of each of these. Then. Did you think it would be higher? Because you're an elf?
I just think that's extremely low. I'm scared.
Yeah, it's called roleplay.
But yes.
You're supposed to actually lean into lower scores rather than just try and power game throughout.
So could you tell me what I should be? Should I maybe be distracting myself by looking in a mirror so that it seems like?
Well, you are distracted.
Know what's going on around me.
You are distracted. Distracted
maybe
enough.
You're distracted because you misplaced your vest.
Yeah. Where's that vest?
Yeah, that's
the vest
true.
is
I
on the
took my
front
vest
of the
off.
cart, and he's in the back of it.
I wanted to
himself.
look at my muscles.
He's sitting cross-legged on top of the mithril, and the vest is like dangling on the front of the cart.
Looking at a mirror.
And while we watch the vest dangle off of the side of the cart, we all notice varying shapes in the gloom drawing closer and closer. Sort of figures dragging their feet through the dust and the dirt and the foliage. The heads of some of these figures are lolling or twisted at unnatural angles. I think maybe at this point you would hear the horses sort of snort and the cart rumbling as the horse and the donkey kind of start moving, their hooves scraping at the ground. There's also a horrible stench that starts to fill the air around you as the sort of sour stink of the undead begin to permeate through the back and the sides of the wagon.
Are you back already, new guy? Sorry.
No, there's just no response because
Okay.
there are zombies and skeletons and ghouls that are shuffling on all sides of the wagon.
Oh my god!
And I think you only just notice them in this moment. What do you do? They are all across. I mean, maybe you can see kind of just slightly out of the front across the horses, and you can see out of the back as they start to move across the road around the wagon. The horses begin to generate noise and movement, and they start moving in towards the horses. And you scream, so they move towards the cart.
How close are they?
20 feet.
They're all around and all sides?
Pretty much.
It's
not like a thick horde. There is like a thick horde moving out from the forest, but there are zombies and skeletons kind of around the wagon at this point, as if they've walked past it and then suddenly you've drawn attention to it.
Oh shit. Okay, I hop onto the front and I grab the reins and I'm like, go, go, go!
Okay, give me an animal handling.
And if there's zombies in front of me,
check.
we're riding them down.
Yeah.
That's
Animal handling check, please.
Easy. I'm pretty good at that. It's a wisdom-based skill, isn't it?
Oh no. Are you still exhausted?
I have 2 points of exhaustion, I think.
Okay, according to this, yes. You have a -4 to all these rolls.
Yeah.
That's a 1. It's not a natural 1. You rolled a 5, but it is a 1. The horses are still incredibly exhausted. They kind of just and then they begin to move. They go like a few feet, like 5, 6, 7 feet before they slow down dramatically. Like one zombie is hit and trampled slightly. It rolls under one of the wagon wheels and then begins to crawl out from the side of it. The rest of the zombies and skeletons kind of turn towards the wagon. They start to shuffle closer and closer. The road ahead of you is sort of narrowing with more and more zombies, skeletons, ghouls that are starting to fill the road. Dead ahead of you and further down the road, you can see there is the sort of the flickering fires of the torches that sit on the edge of the toll castle. But there appears to be zombies kind of all the way down the road.
So how close are they now? Like, are they on the horses?
There's a couple of them that are going to be... They're about 5 foot from the horses. Any moment now, they're going to start eating the horses.
Yeah, so, I mean, if I'm on there and I'm, like, hitting the reins and the horses won't move, and then the horses are being eaten by these zombies, I assume, then I would... I think I would... Shit. I think I would shit.
Okay. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
I have like a dagger. Yeah, I mean, I think we all know what I'm gonna do. So we might as well just get it over with, right?
Sure. What do you want to do?
Can I try and... Is there any zombie that's like on its own?
There's like, so there's you know what? Give me a perception check. You're pretty exhausted and it's dark. I know you have dark vision, but... It's not unlimited in distance. Ooh.
A natural 20.
Natural 20 reduced to a 17 by exhaustion. To the sides of the road, more so to the north side of the road, so you're right, there is a lot of zombies. Like, the horde itself seems to be coming out of the sort of forest and the foliage to the north of the road. Ahead of you, there seems to already be a bunch of zombies along the road, and they're moving back towards you, shuffling down towards you. Not quite as many as there are to the right of you, but a decent amount further up the road. To the other side of you and to the back of you is just kind of, it's almost as if a few of the zombies that were at the head of the horde had shambled forward and then are now turning around. So there's a spattering of them to the south of you and a spattering of them behind you further down the road. There are a handful of them that are like, there's not really any of them that are alone, like on their own, but there are plenty that are kind of separate from the main groups, and there's definitely one that you could pick out and you could say was on its own, if that's what you mean.
Okay. I say, do the right thing, do the right thing. Well, Kyoki, Donk, it's been a pleasure, and I run out the back of the wagon, and I run towards where there are fewer zombies and undead. And if I could pick out one zombie that's kind of far away from the others, I would try to. I want to try to gut him.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check, and this is more just that I'm going for a dex-based check, so that you can jump out of the back of the wagon and avoid the skeletons and zombies that are kind of closer.
I'm going to die. 12.
12. Okay, yeah, you can avoid the spattering of them. Well, it's not too difficult to do. I just wanted to see if you did horribly badly.
Right.
You're able to sort of dodge and weave through a few of these zombies. They reach out at you. A couple of them kind of snap at you. A couple of them are just straight up skeletons, by the way. These are like classic Jason and the Argonauts looking skeletons. You do get the sense that there are different creatures here as well that might be sort of something else. Like something runs across the ground quite quickly on all fours in the foliage to your left as you're moving through the zombies. You also hear the sounds of like larger thuds, footfalls in the forest, but ignoring that for now, moving and weaving through these zombies, you're able to rush towards one that's kind of on its own, 25 feet back from where the back of the wagon is, and then you just come at it with a dagger.
I want to open its guts.
All right, make me an attack roll.
To be clear, you said that they're like it's clearly from my perspective that these zombies are coming from the port, right, or the toll house, or is that too far away from me?
I don't think you can really see the road and the bridge that's in front of the toll house. What you can make out is the flickering of light from the torches. So you know kind of where the toll house is further down the road.
Right, but I don't know what kind of
the thing that you did
Okay.
figure out with your perception check is that there's more zombies towards the toll house than there is behind you. But there's even more of them in the forest to the north. The main horde feels like it's north of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to cut open its belly.
All right.
I want
Make me
to
an attack
spill
roll.
its guts. I've never done an attack roll.
You should just be able to click on the
Foundry.
dagger itself in the weapons in your inventory. Just click on dagger and then roll.
Got it.
And then click attack.
A natural 20.
Another natural 20. Okay. You definitely hit it in the guts. Give me the damage.
I spin the knife in my hand. You know how they do that?
Yeah.
And I cut open his belly, The damage is... Do I just click on the attack?
Click on damage underneath attack where you clicked on the attack thing there.
I'm not seeing it.
You don't see it?
Is it in where the roll is? Oh, there it is. I see.
On the one above.
Yeah. It's a critical hit.
Yep.
6 damage.
Okay. All right. Well, you don't kill it, but you do, I think, successfully slice open its stomach. There's an intention here. What is it? You can do it. Whatever it is. You've got a nat 20.
I want the guts all over me.
Okay.
That's right. It's Walking Dead time with Rickard.
Okay. Where did you learn this technique? Out of curiosity, Rickard.
You know,
This feels like
there was a book
the
I
second
read
time you've
called
never heard of the
Walking
definition of meta, but yeah, let's hear it.
I could have heard it anywhere.
Yeah?
What am I supposed to do?
You read a book called
The Walking Dead.
The Walking
the
Dead.
Stories of Rick.
The Stories of Rick. Yeah. But by who? The world's greatest role player, by the way. Right here, everyone. Self-professed. And no one has ever dared to disagree.
Rickard Grimes is what they call me.
Oh, yes. All right. Yeah, you slice open the stomach of this zombie, pull, like, and I think you just run past. You're pulling its guts out like you're just running along with, like, a streamer. Just, and this thing is just, like, spilling guts and blood out. You... The zombie probably like spins around behind you and is struggling. In fact, you're pretty strong, right? So you can probably drag it. It probably stumbles and falls a little bit. You're able to take a moment to just like run your hands through and along these guts, getting this stuff all over your hands. The rotten and like coagulated, goopy blood. And
you know who it smells like?
Yeah.
You.
Okay. Thank you.
Sorry, no.
No, it's okay. You're on your own, surrounded by zombies. Keep pushing me today. What is that, number 5?
You smell like poopy blood.
Yeah.
Take that.
Yeah. So, and then you just smother it over your face and clothes.
Not my face. That's insane. But my clothes, yes.
All right. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Perfect. I'm taking risks because it's the right thing to do, I think. And a
Rickard says it out
Constitution
loud.
saving throw. Yes, I say it out loud.
12.
A 12.
Okay, this was a like don't throw up thing, which honestly is just something that annoys me about The Walking Dead. Like they just grab it like it's custard.
I know.
And they're not bothered about it. But I'm like, that has to be. Have you ever smelled like a dead animal? It's way worse than anything else.
Yeah, it's like, really bad.
It's unbelievable how difficult it would be to smother yourself in this blood and not throw up or pass out.
I think I probably do throw up.
You throw up a little in your mouth.
Yeah, in my mouth. I swallow it down and I say, this is what heroes do. And then, if it's still my turn, unless the zombie's going to try
You're not really in full turn order here, so you can still just do whatever you're doing.
Yeah, then I cast Disguise Self and turn myself into a zombie.
Okay.
And the reason why I did that, for those of you RP checking me live, is because last time I did it, they smelled me. I'm pretty sure, right? With the baboons.
Sure. We'll go with sure. Let's see if the zombies can see through your disguised self. I'm going to roll one just flat check for the entire undead army here.
Okay.
All right, and we're just going to see how well they do. They have a -4 to this roll. They roll a 14.
It's a DC 14.
It is?
Yeah.
Makes it, breaks it. I'm going to say not all of them just immediately turn to you and understand. but it may make it more difficult for you as you progress.
I'm shambling along
some
with
of them. Some of these may be able to pick up on the fact that it's you, but you don't know that. So what do you do next? You start shambling?
Yes.
A performance check, please.
Okay.
Which they also have to do in The Walking Dead for some reason, right? Like, if you don't walk like they do, they pick up on it as well.
Yeah. That's true.
It's
yeah.
so weird, yeah.
They
Zombies
have
are making int checks.
they
Investigation
have that
checks.
intelligence. Yeah. Whew. An 18.
An 18. Yeah, you, where are you shambling towards?
Away from the zombies, but I don't want to like walk directly the opposite direction of any of them. So I'm trying to look like I'm part of the group, but I'm also like just trying to get away from the cart and the zombies.
Okay.
So I guess south and away.
They're vaguely shuffling south. A lot of them are shuffling west towards the toll castle. What?
Mhm. I
You
am.
want to go south or towards the toll castle?
I want to go where there are the least amount of zombies.
It'd probably honestly be just back the way you came, down the road.
Yeah, I'll start doing that.
All right. You start shambling and shuffling away, doing your best impression of a zombie. We see Keorki and Donk, as the camera rolls back, laying on the ground as multiple zombies tear in and start ripping out bits of flesh from the horses, eating them. A couple of skeletons kind of walk past, snapping their jaws. And then I'm gonna roll one check. You know what? I'll just do a d20 in here. I'll add my modifier in my mind. Okay, 7. All right. Let's shift inside the toll castle here as we see Rickard shuffling away. We will go. In fact, we're going to go up onto the battlements where we have Tura, who last session. It's been 2 weeks for us, by the way, VOD watchers, 3 years from now, which means I and the rest of the cast have no memory of what happened last. Our only hope, Myre, is sitting in 400 degrees of heat, and so his mind has melted. When we last left Tura, she was sort of up on the Toll Castle battlements, high up, and I think we sort of catch up with Tura here as we see her lean over the battlements here. The night sky dark above Tura. Tura, your vision is significantly reduced because of the distance and height, as well as the darkness. There are torches across this toll castle that sort of sputter in the wind and give you flashes and ideas of the amount of creatures, zombies and undead that are down below and sitting around the castle. But the torches sort of do little to really truly pierce the dark beyond the walls here. There are shapes that you can see shifting in the blackness, and there is you can see sort of slow shambling zombies, these sort of rattling skeletons, and they're all clambering over one another, and they sort of make up the majority of the undead army down here. But you also make out some other figures. There's a few sort of hulking undead ogres, like the one that you just recently encountered, though undead. A couple of them sort of dragging these like broken trees as clubs. You see creatures that are moving a little more swiftly, slinking about. Strange little ghouls that are sort of darting between the corpses. They seem more like they're waiting to pounce, almost as if they're not like part of an attacking force. They're just kind of hiding. Endless groans are sort of floating up from beyond the walls. As Tura comes back off of the edge of the battlement and takes a look along the wall, you can see the Auroran military, mostly sort of recruits and sort of, these guys don't look to you on your first glance like the military you would send out for first. This isn't the might of the Auroran military. This is almost, ironically, a bit of a skeleton crew. You can't see every individual's face. Most of the military have helms that cover their eyes. But what you make out is that a lot of the archers are fumbling with arrows. A few of them have removed their helms, and you can see they have like wide-eyed stares dealing with this horde. A few of them you can see gritting their teeth, loosing shots into the dark. Far off in the distance, you do catch the sounds of Sergeant Rune, whose voice kind of cuts through the gloom every now and then.
Any one of yous that turns from the wall gets an eye removed for desertion.
Every now and then you'll hear his voice sort of cut through, but for the most part, this the military force here doesn't feel to you immediately like particularly strong. The walls are sort of trembling under this siege. The defense feels like it's hanging on by a thread, and the priest had suggested that you locate Corporal Ves Thrin at the end of the last session. But is there anything specific that you want to do? Is there anything you're attempting up here? Is there any thoughts going through Tura's mind?
No, nothing specific. Just processing the battlefield, a little bit perplexed by the inexperience of everybody around her, considering what has happened here. To have all of these greenhorns be the first line of defense. Is this a regular occurrence? So she's assessing their capabilities a little bit and like trying to figure out like what could be the cause for this. Do they look weary? Have they been at this for a long time? But ultimately she's gonna go and look for this corporal. So she'll push along the battlements and start asking around every person she goes past, like, do you know where the Corporal Ves is? Have you seen this corporal?
Corporal Ves, make me a flat charisma check.
There it is. Charisma, normal. Effort rolls continue. It's a 14.
A 14. I think she's down on the south side. He kind of points away from where you are, sort of on the central north side of the battlements here.
I clap a hand on his shoulder and just say, "You're doing good work. Just keep going, and I try and give him a smile of encouragement.
He, you can't see his eyes, but you can see his sort of chin, his lip quivering a little under the helm. He pulls up his longbow, looks up at you, grabs another arrow awkwardly, his hand shaking, pulls an arrow knocks it in the longbow and says, "Thank you." Has no idea who you are, you know.
Yeah. I give him the hard pat on the shoulder and continue down the battlements.
Yeah, you sort of maneuver through a bunch of these foot soldiers. A couple of them seem like they might be a little higher ranked, but they predominantly just feel like recruits and basic foot soldiers. Eventually you spot one individual that is a little different. I think we saw her before, the Air Ganassi, who is still wearing the same green and gold sort of silver trimmed armor of the Auroran military. However, does not have a helm on, has hair which is white and floating constantly, almost as if that sort of underwater trick that you get when you see hair underwater, but just constantly billowing upwards and backwards off of her face. You also notice that she isn't actually making contact with the ground. She sort of moves by floating, her feet just sort of dangling down underneath her, speaking to a couple of the foot soldiers and pointing in the direction of the south of the Toll Castle here, where there is just pure darkness. You approach, you can hear her kind of finish what she was saying. Just beware. this could be a problem later on. Yes, Corporal. Sergeant Rune said that... Don't worry about Sergeant Rune. He's dealing with the north. Leave the south to me. Yes, Corporal. They turn around, and she begins sort of floating a few, quote-unquote steps, before stopping and blinking, kind of looking at you, not expecting you to be there, and also just not recognizing for a moment that there is just a completely random person, not in military wear, just another person off of the street, an orc on the battlements. Doesn't say anything.
What was the name of the person again who pointed me in her direction?
Daniil.
Daniil.
Yeah.
Hello, I am here to help you. I've come here, Mr. Daniil sent me here.
Miss. Was a very young priest girl.
When they healed me, by the way, did I get any actual healing out of that, or was it just like a restoration of the curse thing?
No, I think it was just a lesser restoration spell. So it would have simply ended the disease or condition affecting you. In this case, it works for removing the condition of rot bloom.
Okay. Yes, hello, Miss Daniil. She sent me here to help you. I am here to help you against this horde of legions of whatever these are. Is this the first time you are fighting these? Why are all these people so inexperienced?
The Air Ganassi has sort of light blue skin but entirely pale white eyes. There's no iris, there's no pupil.
I'm a little bit disturbed by them, I think.
Her white hair and white eyebrows kind of rush upwards. You notice that her actual hair on her head billows upwards as well, as if it wasn't just a matter of cocking an eyebrow, but as if the natural wind that she is sort of producing around her reacts along with her, almost like a limb of its own. She looks you up and down and says, "Do I know you?"
Oh, no, my apologies, I did not introduce myself. My name is Tura. Long story short, I came here through the sewers. It was a terrible time. I was cursed with some horrible exploding curse, but it's fine. I'm all fixed now, and I'm here to help you. And I just give her a big white teeth smile.
You are military?
I was with the Radiant Path I am with the Radiant Path. So I have training. I can help.
And Daniil asked you to help? What of the commander?
The commander is indisposed. He is currently infected. Partially my fault. Probably all my fault, but don't worry about him. He's okay. He sent me in his place.
So you trained under the knights at the palace?
Yes.
I suppose if you wanted, you could probably pull rank, take command of this castle.
Well, there's no need for that. You know the castle better than I do. There's no point in me taking over if you know the ins and outs of this place.
Make me a quick insight check.
Oh, nat 20. 23.
Nat 20. You couldn't pull rank and take command of this castle, but you could, if you wanted to, take some sort of you could impose some level of authority if you wanted to, and essentially just slot yourself in, which is kind of what you've done naturally anyway. You get the sense that she's feeling you out, sort of trying to figure out why you're here, and how confident you are. She says, I think
she would get the sense that the answer that Tura gave was very much you're wrong, but I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. I'll just politely decline. But yeah, it's very at ease.
She sort of cocks her head for a second and then says, "Well, have you reported to Sergeant Rune?"
He was the one I saw, right, last week?
Yeah, the guy with the dwarven thing that was allowing him to sort of stabilize an arm.
Yes, I found him. He told me you were perhaps the person I should speak to.
What would you do were you the commander? And she sort of gestures out across the Toll Castle. Again, you're looking at a castle that is, it's a small castle that's designed predominantly just as a stronghold here. Again, literally a toll castle is designed to toll people that are going through. It is also sort of quietly a military stronghold should there be an invasion, something like that. You have Invictus Concordia, which is a large, very military, very sort of dark dealing, dangerous country. On one side, there's endless tension, constant wars over the many years. So this positioning makes sort of sense. But again, a small castle. You already sort of picked up on the fact that the place seems to be predominantly sort of not well trained or not confident foot soldiers, as well as a bunch of recruits. Sergeant Rune doesn't seem to be capable. He's just purely using intimidation and brute force to motivate the soldiers, but not really coming up with any good plans, just sort of telling them to hold the line and not really applying any tactics. The commander seems old and a little more experienced, but just kind of eccentric and wild. He has the idea that they need only hold out till morning, that's all. The sun will save them. And
what do I know about that? Does that sound like bullshit to me?
Well, yeah, I mean, generally speaking, the sun won't immediately destroy the undead unless they're maybe like a vampire or they have a particular sensitivity to daylight. So zombies and skeletons and spirits and stuff can perfectly fine survive in daylight. They're not often seen in daylight, but it isn't a thing that instantly destroys them. I think you would just understand this from being a paladin and being trained at an enormous cathedral. So it seems like a kind of a Hail Mary. It's also something that is just kind of slightly embedded in the nature of the religion of the Radiant Path, which is a sun-based religion. So a lot of people just straight up say the sun will save us, and that's the end of it. If they're sick, they just think this, just wait till tomorrow morning, and the sun will heal you and stuff. So it's kind of just a
But I am a pragmatic member of the Radiant Path, and I do not believe in the sun's healing properties. I believe it is a byproduct of human intervention.
Right. So the castle itself, they've already made it through the first layer of defenses. The zombies, they broke through the actual toll lower outer sort of gate element of this castle. The castle is old and falling apart. You know that there's some sort of breach in the castle underneath the castle, which is what the others are dealing with. Let alone the fact that you don't know what's coming at you, what's causing it, where this is coming from. It feels...
The others? We have a team name, Brad.
The Fabulous Two?
No, the Suicide Squad.
Oh, yes, the Suicide Squad are dealing with.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're looking at a castle completely on its own in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by undead, and the horde just seems to be getting bigger and bigger, and also what was originally just skeletons and zombies is now starting to build up additional things, ogres, ghouls, and who knows what else. For the most part, it's just kind of brainless stuff, but if you run into something like a vampire, you're in a lot of trouble. Revenants and things that are actually conscious.
Okay, look. Here is what I see when I look at this situation. I see a bunch of troops here on the battlements. None of them are confident. Half of them are greener on the edges. They can barely hold a bow straight, but most of them are shaken. They need to have some sort of faith that you understand what you're doing. So, this commander over here, he is intimidating them. It's working to a degree, I suppose, but they need to have faith that there is a plan. I do not think they have faith that there is a plan. What I would do... You need a rallying cry. You need a reason for them to believe they are fighting for something that is other than survival. They are fighting because you are enacting a plan. So we have a plan. We need to figure out why these things are attacking you first. You have enemies to every direction you look in. You have reason for people to perhaps attack you. But this seems very targeted. This seems like something that somebody has planned. There's a lot of undead out there. They must be coming from somewhere. We need to find the source of where they are coming from. It is not just going to disappear as your commander seems to think. There seems to be something perhaps sending them your way. And we need to understand where that is. But first, we need to hold them off. We cannot go find them unless everybody around you believes that they can hold them off. So we need to make sure they believe in themselves.
For just to bolster this, give me another charisma check.
And I say all of this with just like a kind of shrug, like a kind of obvious that seems to be the case. Oh, and that's 20.
Another nat 20.
Holy!
Yeah, this wasn't a check for you to fail. This was just to, you know, give a sense of the additional charismatic element of the character that's speaking. Corporal Thrin looks at you. There's the slightest twitch of a smile at the side of what has been this entire time mostly a very stern looking face. She says, "You seem to have a very capable head on your shoulders," and with the smile, like she it's very unconscious. She's not like casting a spell, but she moves her hand like from one side to the other, and you feel like a gust of wind, a very light sense of wind run up the side of your face. Maybe it blows the one side of your hair that you have a little back. Yeah, kind of like one of those. And she says, "Perhaps you could help me. Rune glances back to you. Well, he's doing his own thing. But if you're willing to help me, maybe we can keep these walls standing." She pulls out a scrap of paper and begins writing very quickly. Her hand flows across the page with a particular sort of light grace. And she writes very quickly and shoves the piece of paper into your hand. She says, "If you tend to these, I'll see to the rest. Maybe with Renfir's guidance we can keep this castle standing until reinforcements arrives. I sent word, but it could be days before we see any reinforcements here. I'm not sure if sunlight is going to help us. It may with some, but I don't think the walls are going to hold. There are several faults with this castle. In terms of a siege, it is incredibly underprepared."
Well, I am here to help you, so you point me in the correct direction and I will go. I have friends, they are helping as well in the sewers for some reason.
That's good. There are several breach points.
If you know about all these breach points, why are they not being corrected before this?
I have multiple times brought it up with my superiors.
Oh. I know what that's like.
There's a lot to be done. But now is not the time. She points to the paper. On it, it says in common but very like it's almost like perfect calligraphy for something that you watched her just scribble onto a piece of paper. It says signal tower, archer line, ammunition hoist, boiling cauldron, walls, possible disrepair, and then courtyard recruits. Now you don't need to remember this because
It's right now.
because this is the mini game. She says, "If you need any help with anything, I'll be up here too, but I'm going to try and do my part. Anything you can do to help, anything at all. It's good to have somebody else here." She nods at you and sort of just begins floating backwards if you say anything else to her.
Have no fear. Let the light be within you. And then I go to wherever she's pointed, I guess.
Yes. Let's take you there.
Is this full condor?
It's
That is fight of waves.
it's a little.
I'm not good at strategy.
Don't worry, there's no strategy involved. Here is the entire castle.
Oh my.
No strategy involved.
You are here at
Oh my god, there's
6.
so many ogres. Okay.
Now, you can choose to do these points in any order, but we'll go through them in the order that's on the page if you want. Signal Tower is point 1, which is over here. Essentially here, the minigame is this. You can essentially move to one of these points and make a skill check to try and improve that point from the state it's in. So, because I think it'd probably be easier if I just say you go to the signal tower rather than just having you pick each one. We'll go through each one by one. We see Tura kind of march down to point 1. You trundle through the battlements and head over to the
Excuse you,
signal
I'm
tower.
hustling.
Hustle over to the signal tower. The rookery up here has already been kind of completely and totally raided and used and completed. The signal flares and flags are in complete disarray. You can see that the foot soldiers that are up here have just completely abandoned the signaling element of being in the signal tower, and now they're just firing arrows into the undead army. Poor signaling, you understand, will waste archer volleys and will completely very quickly lead to a situation in which most of the archers on these walls are going to be wasting all of their arrows. If there is a breach, if you need to keep thinning these things out, if you need targeted volleys and stuff, this is going to become an issue very quickly. The night has only just begun. You can either make me a DC 12 perception check, a DC 10 performance check, or a DC 13 history check. At each of these points, you will be earning castle points. So when you do the higher the DC, the more castle points you can earn.
Okay.
At the end of this, we're going to pull all of your castle points together and see whether you, Tura, alone, were capable of keeping the castle walls up.
Great. Okay. No pressure. Do not fear. Okay. Would you like me to roll now?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to roll perception.
Okay. 12 to beat.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's terrible. It's a 9.
Failure. No castle points. You take the time to look around on this signal tower. The best, I suspect, with this, the best approach to figuring out what to do with this rookery's sort of signal flares, flags, is pointless. What you can do, however, is spot where the enemies are clustered. And then you can find these areas where the enemies are forming and then inform everybody to call for targeted fire. That way it will keep it significantly more efficient. However, you start looking around. You're trying to spot where these clusters of enemies are. You're trying to find these areas. It is far too difficult to do. The position you're in up here is actually providing you a very good idea of what the entire situation with the castle is. But trying to find clusters of zombies is really difficult. They're just forming in splodges and rushing up at the walls, mindlessly trying to climb or break in through little areas. You're unable to really
the
figure
light
out.
Makes it very difficult to see if it is shadow or if it is zombie.
Unable to figure it out. What you can do is tell the footmen who are up here to do something if you want. They're kind of just looking at you as you join them, but they every now and then fire an arrow in and carry on. Come on, mate, just fire another one in. We'll get him down eventually.
No. Look, concentrate fire, all of you. At the same time, you fire upon the same targets. You thin the herd so that they cannot have numbers, the number advantage. And I like point to like a small group, and I'm like, all of you at the same time, fire into these things.
Right. Okay.
On my mark.
Right.
Ready? Knock. Loose.
Tung, tung, tung. The arrows fire into the darkness. You see, like, this group of zombies. A few of them fall down. The guys kind of look to one another and say, yeah, all right, that is better, isn't it?
See, you're watching them fall. It makes it better. You feel motivated. Go. Again. This group now. All of you at the same time. Knock. Loose.
Tung,
And I
tung.
command them.
Yeah. Make me another charisma check.
Oh, it's a 19 for a 21. Damn. Charismatic.
21. All right.
If only I could roll for the castle points.
Okay. This does give you a castle point. Even on a failure, you have a chance to earn 1 castle point. 1 castle point earned. Okay. Consulting your little piece of paper, the Archer line is next. The Archer line specifically is a group that are up on the... This would be the west side of the castle. You rush down from the rookery, the signal tower, across the battlements, past Sergeant Rune again, who is sort of belittling one of the recruits.
Brian, is it?
You're doing a good job! Shout as I go past.
Doing a great job, you are. Crying like a child.
And he throws the recruit down and then just picks up a stone and throws it at one of the zombies and then stomps past as you move past him along the battlements to where this specific Archer line is. So the Archer line is predominantly focusing fire on where the toll gate is, but has been broken through. They're looking at the bridge that you climbed under, they're looking at the road, and they're looking at the main horde that are making their way across the bridge and making their way from the woods on the north side. As you arrive, you recognize immediately that the archers are panicked, again, wasting arrows on scattered targets. You can here make either an intimidation check to sort of bark orders at them at a DC 10. You can make a sleight of hand check, and you can attempt to rapidly restore some damaged bows to allow them to make extra volleys. Or you can make a survival check, which is a DC 12, which will allow you to sort of advise them better on which targets to focus on to slow the horde.
I think she would do the survival check. She would motivate them, encourage them, instead of make them fear, even though intimidation is a very good stat for me.
Yeah. Survival check, 12 to beat.
17!
17.
Excellent.
Okay, this is 2 castle points.
Woo!
This is the Archer line. I think similar to what you just did, you begin advising them which targets to focus on to slow this horde as it moves its way across.
I grab one of them by the shoulders. I'm like, no, look, listen, all of you. And I grab one by the shoulders, and I physically, I'm quite large, so I get behind him, and I like sort of take his arms. And I'm like, no, see, look at the target, all of you, look at the same target. And then with him, I steady his arm and fire towards a specific target. And all of you, the same thing. I believe in you, you can do it.
His eyes turn into hearts, but he says, right, I got it. Okay, yeah, okay, you're right. Let's focus on these ones here then, boys. This one. And then you focus on those ones over there. That might be better.
Good, you are a born commander. You can do it. You can tell them all how to do this.
Right, yeah, okay. You! See if you can do something about those broken bows. Okay.
And I look at him proudly with a smile.
He leans in for a kiss.
I've already stepped away.
You're rushing off.
Back to him. Yeah,
Checking
surely.
your piece of paper, you see that the next place to head is number 3, back all the way to the other side, the south side, where there is an ammunition hoist. Now, what is an ammunition hoist? It's exactly what it sounds like. It's a pulley system. A big pulley system that hauls sort of rocks and bolts and stuff up, depending on what they need. This pulley system is stuck in some way. It's really messing with the ability. You notice also that the recruits that are down in the courtyard have also just completely become stunned in what they're doing. They don't seem to be helping in any way to deal with this ammunition hoist. But the there's as you get closer, you see a pretty large looking, you get the sense this is maybe a Goliath woman underneath all of the armor with the face covered and stuff. And as you get closer, they say,
Damn thing's broken. Don't know what to do.
You tried fixing it?
the options that you have. Athletics check.
I just get a got growl out of her.
She's scratching her head through the helm. An athletics check, which will allow you to sort of force the mechanism back into motion, could risk breaking it entirely. You can do an investigation check to simply try and spot a simple fix. Or you can straight up get crafting or make a tools check. I don't know if you have any tools things. Fitch would have been perfect for this. But I don't know if you have
I'm good at
any.
dragon chess. I don't know. I don't know if that's
That's probably not going to
the
help
only
much.
tools I have.
Yeah, athletics 12, investigation 13, or crafting or tools 14. Crafting is entirely down to you getting creative, but you have to beat a check regardless.
I take a look at the mechanism and I realize I am completely out of my depth here. This is not my usual forte. And I say, well, I can only do what I know. And I will attempt to just, like trying to get 2 bars and like forcing them back into place. So athletics check is a 14 for a 20.
Damn. The thing with an athletics check here is that higher is bad.
Oh, great.
What you want to do is get in the sweet spot between 12 and 20.
It is a 20.
What did I mean by 20
beats
is
it.
the thing that I obviously didn't think about hard enough when I spammed this out as a mini game. Is a 20? I think it's okay. I think a 21 would have broken it. I think that's what that means when I come up with these little
starts
things.
shrieking, like whatever I'm doing to this thing is like, it starts protesting, but I probably catch it just in time. It will probably break in like the next week. At this point, it's been forced into position. But
I've also just invented a new thing. I think. Does anyone DMs out there? Does athletics DC 12 to 20 mean anything to anyone? Because I feel like I invented a new thing here. When it's like you have to not just get it. It's not about getting.
it's the fishing game. You've made the fishing game where you got to get it in the.
You have to get it in the middle.
Yeah.
So if you get up to a 12, it's a fail one way, but if you go over it, it's a fail another way, and I think that's kind of fun. But yeah, 12 to 20 was the secret DC on this thing to force the mechanism back into motion, which you do. You just pull at this thing. I think that the Goliath next to you sees what you're doing and just instinctively grabs onto it as well, and the two of you just yank this thing. You feel that it come loose. Part of the wall that it's kind of attached to comes loose as well. You feel some of the bolts rip out. Bits of stone and brick roll down the side of the inside of the courtyard, but it does loosen up whatever it was stuck on. The pulley system suddenly starts pulling back upwards. The stuff that was on it spills out, but it comes loose, and you recognize them with a couple of quick checks that it is functioning, or is at least functional enough for now.
Good enough.
And you are successfully able to earn yourself another 2 castle points. 5 castle points earned here as we see you rush over to the next point, the Boiling Cauldron Station. However, we're going back down into the inner part of the whole castle. Fitch and Gott.
Yeah?
The commander has led you away from the little storeroom that you were in, and is taking you down to the crypt to deal with the break-in. I did tell you all this, right? You work.
Yeah,
This was what we did. I don't have to set this up. I couldn't remember. Okay, yeah. The commander is a kind of an older-looking guy, an older-looking human, bald head, big, large, grey mustache, thin neck into large and old, scratched armor. He grabs a couple of weapons and just marches through the crypt, every now and then shouting out, stay away from us, we are infected, we're going down into the crypts, we're going into the crypts.
Out of our way!
Anyone asks? Gary and Mike were left in the storeroom. They're also infected. But he commands them to stay there and says that, between the two hardened adventurers and himself, what problems could they possibly
Out of our way, we're hard!
He gave one of you a bomb, right? An alchemist's fire, I think.
Yeah.
And begins leading you away. You take a few corridors. Again, he keeps forcing people away before you're able to access a staircase. He takes out a big chain of huge keys, unlocks a spiral staircase, and then begins to descend down into it. You guys feel like you're probably walking down this thing forever. The air gets sort of dustier as you descend. It also gets warmer as you get closer and closer to the bottom. Eventually it opens up into a very large, sort of broad, vaulted chamber. However, it's flooded in candlelight. It's actually very bright. There is golden sunburst murals of the Radiant Path religion stretching across all of the walls, rays of light and sort of robed figures in prayer. There are coffins, rows of sarcophagi, stone coffins, stone sarcophagi, sort of ancient looking and newer looking, that sort of run through a very large crypt underneath this castle. You get the sense that it's probably it probably runs the length of the tall castle itself. It's kind of in an L shape. You come out on the corner of the L, and again it's very bright down here, but you recognize pretty quickly that the south wall is broken, shattered, and crumbling. There are holes in the ground as well, where the stone has been pushed up and pushed away. From the holes and from the broken parts of the wall, clawed hands, broken jaws, skeletons clattering free of the soil, zombies dragging themselves upwards, broken sarcophagi and coffins are opening up as these zombies are pushing their way out. They're moving sort of haphazardly, as if they don't really know where they're going, until the commander gets to the bottom of the stairs and says, "Ah, a few skellies should be no problem for a couple of adventurers and myself. Have at them!" Pulls out a longsword. Immediately, the zombies and skeletons begin to move towards you. You're trapped down here now with the sort of the candles, the stale, foul air, the noise of the siege above, and a bunch of zombies and skeletons heading towards you. I'm going to bring you over to a very large-looking battle map as well.
No, they're trapped down here with us.
That's right. That's a spirit. God. Hey, what's your, just unrelated, how exhausted are you?
How exhausted are you?
In or out of character?
Both.
I've got 1 point of exhaustion.
Okay, I've got
character.
2. Alright.
So, you and the commander and Got are up here by the stairs. Now, if you sort of bring your map, just sort of drag it southward, you'll see that there's like a spattering of zombies. It's a pretty long corridor that you need to make it down to. Essentially, you need to make it to these holes. That's all.
Right.
That's all you need to do to end
Yeah, that seems
the
easy.
combat part of this minigame.
It's like a big shoe.
You every round, one zombie or skeleton will appear at the hole until you reach that line. So it's not just a matter of killing everything. It's a matter of like get to that line and try and kill them as you go. You hear the commander say, "Right, we're gonna breach the line, but we don't let a single one past. Understand?" Claps Got on the back. "Understand?" Slaps Fitch in the face. "Let's go."
Challenge accepted.
Okay. Ow.
Roll me initiative, please. And again, it's the crossed swords at the top of the dice rolling column.
Huzzah!
Now I'm going to
There's
roll for
a-
the skeletons and the zombies.
Have at thee.
To go on their own thingies. Okay, the commander is going first. The commander will rush forward immediately, get behind this skeleton, and strike it with his longsword. He moves significantly quickly. For like an old man with, he seems very thin inside of very heavy armor. He moves surprisingly quickly, brandishing a pretty heavy-looking longsword and rushing across the hallway. He almost seems like he's having fun as well. There's almost this sense of jubilance from him as he rushes forward and
Good.
brings
Yeah.
his longsword out to try and strike this skeleton, which he does so on a 20, dealing 9 damage to this thing. I think this probably just clean takes like half of the ribs off of this skeleton. The skeleton spins around, bringing its own little brass sword up and sort of snapping at the commander. The commander follows up by striking the skeleton with his shield as well.
You know when Leonidas breaks away from the wall to then fight in slow motion against like 6 guys? That's what he's doing right now.
That's what he's doing. He breaks forward, runs in, swipes the sword, breaks the ribs off of this thing, and as it turns on him, he just brings his arm over and boom, crushes it with a very large, round Captain America-sized type silver shield, and just crushes this skeleton's head. It falls into bones around him and says, "That's how it's done. Well done, boys." And then turns.
It's the size of Captain America?
The shield is like one of those circular shields that's around the size. He is not the size of Captain America at all. You see him. I mean, he can continue moving, to be honest. He's going to continue rushing forward, vanishing ahead of you. And it is...
What's his speed?
His speed is apparently way faster than I thought it was. Why does he still have movement? No, you're right. He doesn't move that fast. Game is being weird. He can move another 5 feet. Hilariously, he actually only has 25 feet of movement.
He turns on as a rocket. He has literally 25 feet.
Yeah. God, it's your turn.
Okay. I will move down to meet this man with my total speed of 25 feet. How do I select myself? There we go.
You just select yourself before you wreck yourself.
25 feet. Then I will
Episode title.
make sure select myself before I break myself. then I will use ensnaring strike on this creature, the zombie to my south. They have to beat a DC 12 saving throw.
This zombie down here, yeah?
Yes.
Strength saving throw. Oh, it makes it a 13. This is the zombie of Captain America. It's stumbling forward. This guy maybe actually is quite big looking.
He's so handsome.
He's wearing some very nice looking armor that looks like maybe like an older generation of Auroran military wear as it shambles forward. But it's very big. A big zombie. Maybe an orc.
He was a skeleton before they put him in that zombie machine.
Now, I may have got my attack order out of place here. As it says, as you hit the target. So I think I need to shoot him to see if I can.
Okay.
Okay. A 19 to hit.
That hits.
And he is slowed by 10 feet.
Okay.
Nice.
And then given 11 points of damage.
11. Okay, he's bloodied.
That is my turn.
He then does his save and makes it and continues shambling forward, but a little slower than before.
Yep.
It is Fitch's turn.
I will run.
That's you.
Yeah. Thank you. I am gonna tell.
I know it's confusing because you've had like 3 names so far, but
Fitch is me.
yeah.
I'm gonna run at. I'm just gonna run behind them and let's go, guys! And then I'm going to. I think that's it. Wait a second. Wait a minute.
Where's my combat tracker? Perfect, love that. I'm gonna cast. How am I gonna do that? No, I'm not.
Okay, all right. As I get closer, the adrenaline starts pumping, and as I get close, the knives and the daggers that are in my belly from the feeling of adrenaline start to then rush across my core, and I get closer and closer as I sort of hastily sneak up with my friends, right? Or at least Got and this guy. And the hairs in the back of my neck, like that eruption of adrenaline begins to then trickle and flutter. And as it reaches the back of my neck, goose pimples and begin to erupt over my body. But I'm going to then unknowingly cast Blade Ward.
Okay.
Upon my body.
All right. What does that do?
Do I have to? Yeah, let me just click this button that should
Post it. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a concentration. Perfect. Love that. Okay, great.
Whenever you
means you
make
can't
an
enrage
attack
now,
roll
right?
against
Yep.
you before the spell ends, the attacker subjects 1d4 from the attack roll. Okay, cool. That's changed, I think, hasn't it?
Yep, that has changed. That is weird.
Yeah. All right.
That seems different. But yes,
I think it
do
seems
that.
better. Wasn't Blade Ward useless before? Is that the one that I'm thinking of? The one that...
Oh, well, I chose it because I'm trying to make a useless character, so I was hoping to.
Unfortunately.
But either way, well, here we are.
Yeah, the new D&D
Here we are
rules
doing
won't
stuff.
let you. Yeah, don't worry. The useless character is the one that keeps like doing masterful strength saves and stuff and saving the entire party at the absolute most 11th hour. And and you are trying to make a useless character and you're accidentally pulling out spells that are useful. Okay, is that the end of your turn?
That's it. Yeah. I run up here. I cast a spell. That's it. Bonus action. Nothing.
The skeletons will move. And you can't see them exactly, but they are moving down here. Then the zombies will move. They also move pretty slowly. This one... No, not this one. The one that got has, what did you say, 10 feet less?
10 less feet, yes.
I think he's just going to shamble forward a little. And then he can shamble another 10 feet, right? Oh, they can all do that. I'm dumb. They can all shamble.
If you're making them dash, yes.
Yeah, they are.
And then make him dance.
They do not dance. Right, that is it for their turns. Now we do spawn either a skeleton or a zombie. I'm going to do one for skeleton, two for zombie. Commander Ivor is rolling for us.
Oh look, a zombie.
And it's, what did I say? One for skeleton, two for zombie.
Yes, zombie.
Another zombie
zombie
appears, shuffling out of the hole, and
Sweet.
it is back around to Commander Ivor's turn, who rushes forward, bringing out a longsword and attempting to strike at
Man is
this
gonna
one.
get overrun.
Hits it for a 5, kills this one,
Nice.
runs another 15 feet this way, and will attempt to shield bash this second zombie. On a 10, he bloodies it. This zombie needs to make a strength save, which it fails, and it falls prone.
Nice.
Not nice for me.
Wow, that's inspiring.
Commander Ivor runs forward, bringing his sword out.
That's it. Have at it, boys. Great job.
And then slices one zombie's head off, pushes it over, gets behind his
job,
shield
boys.
and keeps running forward and crashes into another zombie that just falls backwards.
Hasn't looked at us yet.
Excellent work, lad.
It is now Gott's turn.
I think I will shoot the skeleton that is to the side, because otherwise I would have disadvantage on the prone target. So I target the skeleton to the south, and then I use my hunter's mark on it first. And then I fire my bow at it. For a 16 to hit.
Okay. That hits.
Very well. 9 points of piercing damage.
9 points of piercing damage. I never know how a bow hurts a skeleton, but I imagine it just... Gong! It cracks into this skeleton's
egg.
skull, breaks the...
Use your imagination, Brad.
breaks the skull a little bit. There's now an arrow sticking out of the top of its head.
There you go.
Then 3 points of
says.
mark damage for a total of 12 points of damage.
Very good. It's on 1 HP.
Nice.
Is that the end of your turn? You're moving a little.
Yeah, I'm moving by 25 feet.
Okay.
That's
Fitch.
my turn.
'Tis I, Fitch. I'm gonna run up to here because I'm inspired by this guy. Yeah, this guy's got it. As I run over to his side and use the dodge action.
Okay. All right. The skeletons will go. One will rush towards you. Another will also rush towards you.
Oh shit! I did not see that one.
Who has the
And
bomb?
Who does
I
have the bomb?
do.
You do?
It's
okay.
me. It's in my inventory.
Can we pass the bomb like a ball?
Yep, we can only pass back though. We can't go past the line of scrimmage.
It's an alchemist's
it's rugby.
fire, right? Isn't it a flask of like?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
I don't know if you can. I don't know if you want to hot
Catch.
potato that, but
Fair enough.
if you stand next to each other, I'll let you do it. But if you try and throw it, it
QB
would be an
snake.
issue. Oh right, skeletons have short bows this whole time. All right, that's why I put them in. a short sword attack. This skeleton rushes forward. It's wearing the old Auroran military garb as well. It brings out this kind of ancient, rusted-looking short sword that it was probably buried with. And it swings towards Fitch with disadvantage because you are
That's right.
dodging. But it's still going to hit you on a 13.
Okay, well, minus D4 on that.
Minus D4.
Is it on the hit or is it on the damage?
That's right. Minus D4 on that.
Yeah, from the attack roll, yep.
Yeah. Did we apply it to you? I wonder if it does it.
Oh, maybe
It's
I should-
automatic with your exhaustion.
It's already there?
Yeah.
He's talking about the Blade Ward.
Oh, it doesn't
I
look
don't
like
know.
it is.
Yeah.
It is
I
not.
did cast it.
Nope. There you go. Oh, I see. I do that. All right. So that was a 4. I don't know why it does it this
cool.
way, but so that's now a
That's
9.
weird.
So what is your AC?
Definitely misses.
A miss?
My AC's a 13, baby.
Oh. Very nice. Okay. This one is also
like
going to
winks
try
out
and
of the
hit you
way.
with disadvantage. A 23
Shit.
minus
He's
4.
dodging.
Yep. He is. So it's a 22. I'm guessing that still hits you.
That hits.
No, the dodge action, right? The dodge action is to the disadvantage.
It was with disadvantage. 2.
Ah.
I was
Never
with
mind.
disadvantage.
If you click on the 23, it drops it down.
I see. I didn't see the 2 dice on the board.
Yeah.
Yep, thank you, though. Very kind of you to see that you care.
I am not very
6
kind.
damage dealt to Fitch.
Oh, God!
As
Wow,
you-
I thought you had this.
Feel the bite of a sword into your side. The commander says, "Very good, lads. Excellent work." Just completely oblivious to what's happening to you. This zombie is
Gotta
going to
make a
attempt to
concentration
bite
check.
the commander. Okay.
That's so cool. Did I make it?
I don't think so.
Nope.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm not blade warded anymore.
All right. Well, this zombie is going to try and slam into the commander. Wow. Hits him for a critical hit. This zombie is incredible.
That is Captain America.
That
That's
really is
Jason Bourne.
Captain America. He slams into the commander. The commander runs forward. "Well done, chaps. Excellent work." And then a zombie collides into him. He falls to the ground, his sword spinning away from him, the shield spinning over. Dong, da, dong, 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 dong. The zombie crawls over his body and sinks his teeth into his neck.
No.
At the same time, the commander suffers a horrific cardiac arrest.
Excellent work, boys.
Carry on in my good stead, boys. Save the castle.
His throat is torn out,
Okay.
and the commander is killed.
Wait, what?
Oh no.
Now, I will explain mechanically what just happened. He has an 18 AC, and I was like, he probably won't get hit, but if he does, he dies. That's my rule. And I was like, he'll probably die. Like, everything's probably, he's going to get loads of hits on stuff. Eventually, he's going to get swarmed, and something will get through. Didn't expect it to be the first thing with a crit. He is killed instantly. He's too old. He's too frail to be entering into immediate combat. The old muscle memory kicked in, and he was still fighting like a warrior. But the moment he took one hit, he went down, got bitten by a zombie, suffered cardiac arrest, and has died instantly. You are now on your own. The commander has died. He's being eaten alive by a zombie.
Oh no! This
Ripping
is,
strips off
this
his
is
flesh. Okay.
Okay.
Top of the
I guess
round.
it's a,
And with that, I'm instantly not exhausted anymore, right?
it's a.
It is. We're gonna spawn another zombie. And then the rest of the zombies are gonna move as far as they can move towards you.
This is pretty bad.
It's a good thing I had spare the dying and cure wounds.
Got, it's your turn.
Oh shit. We have a challenge, but this is suicide. I am.
Yeah, I know. This is where this. What does that have to do with anything?
I'm gonna fire an arrow in the middle of these skeletons and zombies next to Fitch. Let's see.
Aim for my alchemist fire.
I fire Entangle right here.
Nice.
Cool. Alright, so each of these guys makes a strength save immediately.
Yeah,
Okay. Fail.
restrained.
Fail.
Restrained.
The hunter's actually doing something.
Make. This
Not
one's
restrained.
And this
This one is not.
restrained. Yeah, I don't know why I can't get this one to be restrained. Oh, is it because you
Nicely done.
are unproned?
Is that entire area now covered in vines? Like, don't walk there, kind of?
Yeah,
Visual
otherwise you will
warnings?
be
Okay.
restrained.
Yeah, yeah. All right, cool.
Okay. Okay. You.
Then I say,
Yeah.
there is no honor in this fight, Fitch. Retreat! Is what I say.
Okay.
There are too many of them.
You're right. It's suicide.
I look at the corpse of the fallen commander. Is his sword nice?
Yeah, he has a
What kind of
really
loot
nice.
we're
He
looking
has a
at?
really nice sword and shield.
All right. Then I take his sword.
Yeah, loot him in his own castle.
It's not for me. It's to give to this people as proof of his death.
No, you can give
And
it,
then
give it to Rickard.
That shield's for me, though. I don't know.
And
Yeah,
then
add a
I-
longsword and a shield to your inventory. It's not like a +1 or anything. It's just a really, it is flavorful. It is worth a lot, and it's very nicely crafted and made. But it isn't. Beyond that, it's nothing special. Same with the shield.
Very
The shield
well.
is a beautiful made Auroran military shield with the House Celestia sigil on the front, fully steel. You know, it looks silver.
Then once I take the things, I roll out of the way of a bite of a zombie, and then roll back towards the stairs and out of this place. As I tell Fitch, hurry! I'll cover you!
Bitch.
But that's my turn. Wait. Was looting an action?
No, you can have it.
Okay, then I'll fire an arrow at the only one that did not get restrained, which I believe was the middle one, correct?
I think it was this one.
It's the skeleton.
shucks.
Yeah, on the right.
On the right. All right, well, I'll fire an arrow at it regardless.
Yeah.
We are regardless.
We are regardless, yes. A 22 to hit.
22 does hit.
Okay, it is slowed, and it is hit for 12 points of arrow damage.
Bring another one to 1 HP.
God damn it.
What if at some point we're gonna have to really try and get you a +1 longbow or whatever? Like, you clearly need it.
You're right.
Some +1 ammunition.
And that is going to be my turn.
Okay, Fitch.
I'm going to go. And I'm like a yell of frustration and anger as it echoes off the walls, and a discordant sort of sonic bellows from my tummy as I use thunderclap.
Yes, Thunderclap returns, a stunning return. Okay, a con save from the zombie, a fail. A con save from the middle skeleton, a make. And a con save from the skeleton on the right, a fail.
Good.
So, this one takes...
So take this
You
damage.
roll the damage, yeah.
3.
3 damage for him. 3 damage for this one on the right.
And that takes the one off the right, right?
Yes, this one is dead. One on the skeleton on the right
Cool.
is dead. The other one has 1 HP, and the other zombie has 2 HP.
Bones clatter to the ground in that sonic wave.
They're just
then
launched
I-
around. The bones just launch
Yeah.
into different parts of the room, bouncing off of pillars and sarcophagi.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I turn and run. Hopefully that made it easier for me to run.
It does. Does restrained mean they get opportunity attacks or don't get
No,
opportunity
they are restrained.
They don't get any?
Now, as the roots from this pouch that's tied to the head of the arrow basically burrows into the ground, and the second a bit of moisture hits the seeds, vines fly out and grab them as if they're wearing straitjackets.
Yeah. You bounce. You go running towards the stairs and head back up.
But we get to where we are right now.
Yeah.
If we can head back up, we will. Otherwise, we'll move there in the next turn. In the meantime, I can shoot at these guys as they're restrained and also on bad terrain.
You can escape this scene right now. If you
I'd like to
wish.
try.
We both press A
Yeah.
and
Okay.
At the
hold.
same time.
At the
Wait, do we have to
same-
spam A or hold A?
Okay, wait, no, we have to hold
you have
A.
to
I've been
hold
holding
A.
this whole time.
Yeah,
I've
it's
been
like
holding.
Holding A, holding A.
All right, ready and now.
Your character
Wait,
starts
you're
very
A or
slowly
A?
pushing a set of doors open. And you clatter
Light
away,
comes in
rushing,
laggily like Diablo 2.
rushing up the stairway you just came running down. The sound of the zombies and the skeletons continually pouring in through the holes in the crypt follow you as you rush up the stairs. The sounds of your footfalls moving up the stone before you burst through the door at the top again. Immediately there's like a handful of foot soldiers around. One of them kind of turns to you, grabs his puts his hand to the hilt of his sword and says, "Who are you?"
I show the shield and sword of the fallen commander and I say, bolt this door. The suicide is lost.
What?
Wait.
Huh?
God, let's
What?
not forget. We're infected. We can't get too close to this guy.
Don't get too close to me. Stay away from me. Get out of my face.
Should we be locked in the doorway too?
check.
Oh no!
As soon as he started to
Intimidation
flee
check.
up there, I was like, oh no, we're going to go and infect the entire castle.
It shouldn't be the entire castle. It should be back to where the holding cell area was. We went
Okay.
behind.
Oh.
But regardless, a 14.
The
18 minus 4.
Yeah, the guy sort of steps back and says, hey, wait a second, what's going on here? He pulls his sword out and sort of holds it in front of him, pointed towards you. His arms are trembling a little bit.
Whoa.
What's going on here? Who are you? Where'd you get that sword and that shield?
Your commander,
What'd you do
Ivor.
with him?
he died like a hero.
Like a hero. Entrails everywhere.
It was suicide, you see.
Why would he
Yeah,
do
it
that?
happened
Zombies.
to the side of the sewers.
Yeah.
What? What are you
There's a
saying
breach
right now?
down
You
there.
got
There's a
mad?
breach, and we're blocking the breach from their zombies. There's more zombies and skeletons crawling and clambering up through, and then we tried to go ahead and to seal the breach, but then Commander Ivor went ahead of us, and he was very proud and excited, and then he started to fight all the things, and then one by one he was clattering, and then one of them breached his defenses, and then he fell. I think he had some sort of like his chest exploded or something, and then one just
bursting,
started to just eat his and like started to decorate the sewer side with all of his entrails.
Yeah. Yeah, what he
shivers.
said.
Give me a persuasion
Yeah.
check.
Okay.
Do I get to help?
You can
what he
have
said.
advantage, yeah.
Huzzah! Oh, I did it normal. I'll do another one. Oh, that was. Huzzah! 14.
14. He says, right, okay. I feel like maybe I should tell someone. Maybe I should tell someone that. Who are you?
We are adventurers from
The
outside.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah. The
Right.
suicide squad.
I thought you were saying, and he puts his sword back in the scabbard, shakily, struggles with it a moment. I thought you was saying that he's done a suicide on himself.
No, it just happened. Oh, now I see the confusion.
That's against our P rules, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's all this about being infected? You've been bitten?
No. Different kind of infection. The commander was too. But we went down to try and seal the sewers. We were unable to. We're now going back to the holding area to wait for your healer to fix us.
Okay.
Yeah, you're on your own. That breach is toast.
Yeah. Bolt this door if you can.
Right. Yeah. I don't really know how to bolt it. The commander had a set of keys on him. Did you bring them?
Oh.
I mean,
Should we go get them?
I don't think we can. If we go, it's suicide. If we go suicide, it's suicide.
I hate you so much. Okay, but we should. Oh boy.
That's a nay from me.
That's yeah.
Are his keys,
Okay.
because he's an old man, are his keys tied to his sword where so he can't lose them?
No, he has like a retractable extendy thing he keeps on his belt. All right. Well, there's like a hammer and some wood and maybe some nails and stuff. There's like a little storeroom just down here, you know.
How big nails are we talking here?
How
Whoa.
close is he to us, by the way?
I don't know. He's like 5 feet away from you.
Oh gosh, let's step back, please.
What?
Yeah, we are infected. If you're too close,
infected.
you'll get sick too.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Okay. He steps back. Well, I've got to get past you to go down there. And he points towards the direction you
Nuh-uh.
need to go, to where
No,
you
not
came
anymore. You're with us.
We're gonna go there. You hold the door. And I just keep walking.
from. Okay. Well, when
Hold
you
your
go
breath.
down there, there's a storeroom at the end.
What do you need?
Stuff to bolt the door closed.
Alright, okay. One door bolter. Are you coming, Fitch?
Ah, yes, sorry, I was just, yeah, let's go.
Okay.
You head down the hallways, following back the route you came, towards where Gary and Mike are, in that sort of old undercroft area where you'd come up through the sewer pipe, or the aqueduct, and you see them sitting on a couple
Leaving
of
guards awkwardly in weird
everywhere.
spaces.
Yeah, they're sitting on 2 boxes, 2 crates. They've taken their helms off. They see the 2 of you return, and they quickly stand up, scrambling for their helms. And then they turn back to you, and Gary says, "Where's the commander? Did you do it? That was quick."
I throw his sword and shield on the floor and say he died like a hero.
Oh, it cannot be. Not the commander. Oh, he was such an inspiration.
He was. He
Oh.
really was.
What got him?
I looked at
The
Fitch.
zombies.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
things that we were
that's
gonna-
terrible. That is. I can't
Yeah.
believe that. Both of you make me perception checks.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
You have to beat a 5.
Okay. That's strong.
An 11.
5.
Okay. You both see Gary sort of turn awkwardly towards Mike and take out a silver piece and hand it to him. Oh, it's terrible. I can't believe that he's died. That's absolutely, completely... That's ruined my night.
What's that? You were taking bets?
Huh?
Were you betting about the commander?
That's disgusting. Why would you suggest such a thing?
What did you bet on me?
Yeah, what did you bet on me?
Oh, we didn't have any bets on you. The commander was crazy.
Well, okay, it's valid.
So you did have bets. All right.
Aye.
Well,
Aye.
congrats. He's dead now, and he had keys. We have got to go to a storehouse. There should be a storeroom nearby with nails, and we can then bolt the door closed.
Yeah, like self-sitting stem bolts or something.
You didn't deal with the problem?
No.
Oh, shite. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is kind of the storehouse. He brandishes his arm towards all the discarded bits of wood and old. Like, we're looking like this when this place was built. This was discarded in this undercroft, but there are some old-looking tools, some old-looking, thick-looking nails, like those huge ones that you get in castle doors.
Right.
They're probably called something else, but if you don't know, I don't know. You're an actual forge master. There's like plenty of wood that you could use. I don't know if there's like necessarily like the classic looking
I'm very good at copying people's handwriting.
Looking for, but that you find some old looking tools here and the means to be able to potentially board that door up from this side.
Okay.
Should we go back, we would need you to come with us just in case. We either board it up or we go down. We finish what we started. And we take his remains.
Oh, if the commander's been killed, I think we should probably report it to someone.
We're all infected. It's just us.
We are all infected. We cannot
Right,
leave.
but we can
until
shout
the
it
hero
down the
comes.
hallway to someone.
Sure, we could. Yeah, we could do that. But where's the? Okay, we could still do that. Yeah. Could you because your name Gary? Gary, could you pick up this?
I'm Gary.
This
That's
box of-
Mike. All right.
Mike. Oh, sorry. Gary, could you pick up this box, please?
Right. Hey, I'll pick it up.
I need the nails from it.
Okay.
Thank you. And now follow us.
All right.
We got a good door to
Mike,
bolt.
come in as well.
If you must.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, what?
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna need more. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They just
If you want to hold the
both
nails.
of them start following you.
I guess we're the commanders now.
We're the. Yeah, that's right. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm the
look at
commander
us.
now.
Right, eyes over here.
And eyes are up here.
You guys, four of you make your way back to the door. Gary and Mike come around the corner and say, "Oh, Phil! All right, mate. Step back, yeah? Hey, step back. We're infected with something." "Yeah, I did hear about that. They said that you was infected. By the way, the commander's dead." "Hey, we know. That's terrible, that." Phil says, Yeah, it's pretty terrible, I suppose. All right, I'll step back. I'll tell you what, I'll go tell Sergeant Roan. He's in charge
Yeah,
now.
fill him in.
And, yeah, you board the door up then, yeah? Hey, we'll board the door up. Alright, see you later, Phil. Yeah, good luck. Phil moves
By the
away
way,
from the door and heads upstairs. Mike and
I'd
Gary
like to
follow you
imagine.
to the door, yeah?
I'd like to imagine that the commander's remains are no more after a thunderclap happened in its vicinity, scattering the remains across the
all
chapel.
over the room.
Downstairs, the commander's remains
It's a needle in a gore sack.
that were thunderclapped. I mean, a thunderclap isn't just gonna... This was a...
Thunderclap those cheeks.
This was a man, the majority of his body was covered in heavy armor. His neck was bitten out. The thunderclap pushed his whole body and slid it across the ground. It collided with a nearby sarcophagus, and it rolled over. And then you guys ran off. And as we sort of see you leaving the hallway and the commander's body rolling back from the sarcophagi, he opens his eyes. So,
Yes.
no more power gaming, okay? And he is now a CR30 white. No, I'm
Perfect.
kidding. But he for sure is down there and one of them as a zombie now. But you don't know that in character. But you're welcome for
Okay.
you're welcome for what I was going to end the entire session on, having to bring that
Oh, thank
forward to this moment.
Now, thank you. And now we have. Now what?
So, yeah, look at me. I'm the GM now. So,
Should we just end it now?
that's the end. Thank you so much for
Thank you,
tuning in, everyone. You can attempt to board up this door if you would like. How do you want to do that?
I would like to use my artisan tools and just start smacking away at it.
I grab Fish by the head and lift him up so he
My
can
carpenter's tools. Yeah. Thank you. Higher.
Yeah.
Higher. Right there. Yep.
Yeah.
There's good.
You're like a crane lifting a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled an 11.
Because I assist is an
Lower.
advantage.
Lower.
Do you have any skill in this?
Mike, hold this.
Or are you just holding him in place?
I'm. Oh, here.
I'm holding him in place. I am no carpenter.
Yeah, I don't think you can assist him very well. Then I know you're lifting him up. but
Athletics check.
Yeah.
I think it.
Survival.
I
I
don't
think
think
until a level from a level up. You
I think
know?
it really helps him with his skill. He could just stand on a crate and would have
Stand on a
achieved the
box,
same.
really.
He'd have the same level of
Right,
skill.
right.
I think. Okay. Yeah, you start boarding up this door to the skill level of an 11, and that is when we head back outside. Rickard, what are you doing? As you
Oh my god, I
stumble-
was not expecting to be in this. Yep.
No, you're in this.
I thought my part was done.
Um,
I'm still here. Hello, everyone.
No, you're still in it. I didn't write anything down for you, but you are
Yeah.
still,
And we need someone to close the breach.
yeah, still in the game.
It'll be
worry.
fine. I'm going the opposite direction.
Yeah. It'll work out.
Yeah, okay, so you're heading away from the cart, the toll castle, and heading back east towards the direction that you came from. For a short while, you're moving among the horde. It isn't like the horde, like the deep part of the horde, but you are moving among these kind of half-decayed zombies. Every now and then, like a milky-eyed looking zombie kind of looks at you, and you put on your best possible performance, and it steps past you, tilting its head in the other direction and shambles in another way. Make me a perception check, please.
That'll be a very impressive 1.
Okay.
Not a natural 1, but a 1.
No, one, yeah, an exhausted one. You do not see it as you shamble away from the last sort of remnants of the zombies, the few skeletons, and you kind of get clear of them. You can still hear them, you can still sort of sense that they're behind you, but you get clear of them enough that you feel like you don't have to quite hold your breath as much as you need to. However, as we see Rickard moving towards us, moving towards the camera, towards frame, a little pair of red eyes light up from behind him in the undergrowth, and they kind of move very quickly following his movements, and then it darts away. You get the sense, viewer, that it was watching Rickard. What do you do? You're now clear of these creatures, the undead. horde.
Yeah, like how far did I have to go? Like what can I still see the light from the toll keep?
Yeah, I guess so. It might be starting to be. It's the type of thing where you're on the edge of losing sight of it. The road isn't like a perfectly straight like Roman road, so you're probably losing it in the angle of the road a little as well, with the trees and foliage. So, but you can probably just about make out the toll castle in the far distance. But you're getting pretty far away from it once you're clearing all of the zombies.
I put my hands on my hips and completely in character. I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm pretending to be a zombie who's really upset by the situation. I guess my plan was to try and go around to try and get to the toll keep where there's less zombies.
Yeah.
But can I see a way?
Make me I guess an investigation or maybe a survival check would work. Investigation or
Okay.
survival.
I don't think I know anything about survival, so I'll do investigation.
Has Rickard really ever been out of the city?
No. Well, no, yes, he has. He has been out of the city before to attempt to adventure, and it has gone terribly bad.
Right. Yeah.
He's got a 0 on that investigation check.
A flat 0. I think this is partially just due to the fact that it's just pitch dark. You have, 60 feet of dark vision?
Yeah.
And it's not like perfect. You know, when you have dark vision, you're not just seeing everything perfectly. It's grayscale. The gloom and the darkness. There's no sources of light. I don't remember what moon we're on. I think I did mention it at some point during this journey, but there wouldn't be a particularly huge amount of light. So I think it's just very difficult for you to find a very safe route through this. Make me just an intelligence check, I guess. A flat int check.
Okay.
And I'll just give you some potential visual calculus. A visual calculus
I've
test.
gotten a -2.
Okay. Yeah, you got no idea.
I'm really into my character right now. I'm drooling out of my mouth.
The exhaustion is kicking your butt.
There.
You are it's that feeling like when you do like 2 flights in a day. And you do a flight and then the longest drive home or something, and you get in and you still have to like eat, or something.
Yeah.
You have to, when you have to do one last little task before you can just get straight in bed after a really long journey. You've got that times 10, and disease beginning to like sprout through your body with the rot bloom. So I think you're literally just having that thing where it feels like your brain is dimming in your head and you just can't keep your thoughts straight.
Well, I'm just thinking like, I am so fucking good. Like, I'm really doing up this performance. Of course there's no audience. I look around.
Yeah, the -2 on intelligence is like Dunning-Kruger. You're like your Dunning-Kruger is so powerful that it's affecting your ability to think straight. Okay. So really you have no idea what a safe route towards this castle would be. You do know that on the north side of the road is the horde, and on the south side, way less of a horde. I don't know if you even know if there's a bridge on this road, because I don't think
so.
You got that close to it. So the others are all aware that there's a bridge, but you are not. So you would potentially just think that there's a road that leads up to a castle.
Well, I'm going to look behind me. What do I see going the opposite direction where there's no zombies?
Road.
Just the road we came down and nothing else?
60 feet of road, no zombies.
Yeah. I guess I shrug and I start shambling back towards the toll keep, but I'm gonna stay on like the side of the road that's away from the forest and the horde and try to get to the toll keep. I don't, unless was there anything we passed over the past day or so that looked like a farmhouse or a structure or anything?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, so there's nothing out here. I'm on foot. I literally have no choice. Do I feel sick?
You are at 24 hours, right? Or no? You guys are at what stage did I say? We figured it out last week, but let me just remind myself.
It's been 3 weeks.
Yeah, I know. It is
stage 1, right?
Yeah, I think you were at 24 hours. Did you make this in 24 hours?
We.
Because Tura was at fungal override, which is 3 days, and then she was cured. You guys were at the back end of. Were you blooming?
I was not. I had no idea that I had the disease.
The others that were here that actually bothered to show up in the previous session.
I don't think.
You kicked me out.
Oh yeah,
I don't believe so.
I don't think we were blooming yet.
Yeah, okay. So you're still in like the incubation, so you don't really have any symptoms. You might have like the most subtle fatigue kicking in at the end of
Yeah,
the
so I
first
wouldn't notice at all.
day.
Okay, but I am, you know, I deserve to have certain comforts, and those are not being met out here in the wild. I'm an adventurer, of course, and I'm very heroic and rugged when I need to be, but I can't really walk back because there's nothing that way for me. I must walk forward. The only thing back that way is probably starvation and dehydration. But even if I find a way to survive on foot all the way back to the next town, I'm not allowed in. So I must go forward.
Even
I must
if
go
you
to this.
start jogging, you'll make it in 4 days, and then you'll explode.
Well, I don't know that, but yes. Yeah.
Okay. So
I have no option but to go to this very dangerous place. I could try to live in the woods. Just kidding. Yes, I say but translated like in subtitles for the audience, it's a hero would be brave. And then
something
I move forward.
hisses back to you from one side of you, very close. It goes. Do you all right?
I respond to it in zombie. We're staying in character.
Yeah. You sort of look to your right and look down, and you see sort of a zombified gnome. Its skin is pulled very tight over its skull. Its eyes remain wide, but the center of its, where its like pupils would be, are bright red. It has a sort of modicum of intelligence as it's looking at you. It opens its mouth, and there's like a mucus over its fangs that drools down the front of it and sloughs to the ground and pools. Its clothing is like really old looking, just sort of traditional travel wear, but it's very like torn and ripped. However, the skin on this creature isn't like actively rotting as much as some of the other zombies and things. This is a ghoul. It's slightly different. I don't know if Rickard would know any more than that, but it does appear to be ever so slightly different to Rickard immediately than the other zombies, and certainly the skeletons. This kind of strange, bald, bizarre-looking zombie-type creature is staring at Rickard, just looking directly at you. The subtitles, as it says, "Are you a zombie?"
And then I go, "Rrrr." Yes.
Performance check.
Ooh, 16.
The ghoul sort of looks up quizzically. It starts moving around Rickard and starts sniffing. It gets real close, and it's very short, but it like climbs up and reaches its full height and sniffs up towards like your chest. You feel this. It has like a breath to it. Regardless of it being a zombie, it's like something slightly more, and this horrible damp and foul breath like hits your face. It is astonishing how awful it is. Give me a deception check.
Yeah. Come on, baby. Oh, shit. The -4. I got a 6.
Okay. What happens in your deception to fail here?
I think I'm trying to, like, as it's moving around, I guess I'm trying to figure out how dangerous this creature is. Can I ask, before I give you my failure, do I understand what kind of danger I'm in with this thing? Like, you've described like a little creature, but does it look more dangerous than like a zombie? Or does it just look different?
I guess give me a nature check, or you know what? Yeah, fuck it, nature.
-2.
Yeah,
So I have
whatever
no clue
you wanna
what this
interpret
thing
it.
is, but I do know it is creepy as fuck. And the second it gets on my back, I scream like a little girl. Ah! And I just start running.
Okay. Yeah, okay, great. It fucking runs after you. Make me a dexterity check? Yeah, dex check.
Straight dex check.
Yeah.
How about a 7?
A 7. Yeah, you're running from this thing. You suddenly scream and start running. For a moment, the little creature kind of just cocks its head, confused, because it sort of still wasn't sure if you were like part of the horde or not. You scream and run, and then suddenly it's like predatory instincts just kick in, and it just runs after you. You start running as fast as you can. It is slow. It's slow for you. It's surprisingly slow as you start like dashing forward. This thing is gaining on you very quickly. That horrible sense of fear of this, like when you're being chased by something horrific like this, you access a part of yourself that is, I've been in this position in real life, where you become
Me too.
superhuman. You're able to run slightly faster. Make me an athletics check.
Okay. I'm actually not bad at this, so probably going to be a great roll here.
I'm giving you this second chance to escape this creature.
No, I've had a 10.
A 10, all right. I'm going to see if it can beat a 10 on its dex check.
You roll amazing. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, this creature is also not exhausted. A 4.
What?
This is exactly what I just said about you clutching bullshit. Yeah, there's like, we see this thing like bite at Rickard, and then Rickard just cartoonishly gets a burst of energy and just pulls ahead of this thing, and it just bites just behind you, and then it begins to rush after you. It hits all fours and starts chasing you. The red eyes sort of just constantly following your movements as you dash forwards. Eventually you, and pretty quickly, you start running back into the horde ahead of you. How do you approach
I move
the
directions.
fact that there's which way do you want to go? The horde, you can kind of make out the wagon that you were on, which has got a decent amount of zombies around it. There's a lot of them to the north, even though you probably can't see them, you're aware of them. A lot less to the south, which would be your left.
Do you know the scene in 28 Weeks Later, the second movie, where the guy is like running to the boat at the very beginning and all the zombies are chasing him down the hill? Like, that's me right now. I feel like I want to just like turn away from, I can't go directly back, but I've got to turn away from the zombies in front of me. So I'm just trying to run. I'm trying to move eventually a U-turn, but you know, not directly because he'll catch me. Does that make sense?
Yeah. You're doing
like a wide arc.
a wide arc. Okay, going south or north to do the arc? You going that way? Like a round?
North is the forest, right?
North is the forest with a lot of zombies in. South is also a sparse forest.
South, then, yeah.
Okay. Moving south, this is... I think this is also going to be another dex check. I'll let you do acrobatics because I don't know if you have a proficiency in it, but...
I do.
This is just to sort of avoid the zombies and avoid the trees as you start sprinting into the darkness.
Yeah.
This little thing chasing you.
A 5.
Would you
run into a tree?
Would you like to collide into a tree?
I think that's... So I think what's happening is I'm running as fast as I can. I'm exhausted. I still look like a zombie. I still smell like a zombie. I'm like, you know, body checking into other zombies. They're falling. Skeletons are like following me with their bows. Like, do I shoot this zombie that's full sprinting? It's a fast zombie. Wrong movie. And this thing is chasing behind me. I'm looking behind me. I keep looking behind. And one time I look behind and just right into, I think I take a tree branch actually, and it just clotheslines me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like on my back, dazed, looking up.
Make me a dex save to see if you can bounce out of it.
Yeah, probably not.
You always get a save.
That's
rolling,
a 5 again.
Rolling over on the ground. Do you have your pack with you, or did you leave it on the wagon?
Oh, I think I probably left it on the wagon.
Okay. I know you have a knife, so you have that.
I do.
Okay, in that case...
I would probably have my loot on my back as well, but maybe it's destroyed now because I landed so hard.
This creature's going to try and bite you 100%. It pounces on you, it jumps on you, and it is going to try and... actually, what it's going to try and do is claw you. That's what it's going to do, because that means you need to make me a save if it hits. A 7 versus your AC.
I've got a 12 AC.
Okay,
so
you roll it. It jumps on you. You roll out of the way instinctively. It rolls over to one side as well. You're able to get up and run if you want. Or you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, like, am I out? Are there still zombies around?
There's a spattering of zombies. It's not a thick amount of zombies, but there are zombies here, skeletons, and they're kind of interspersed. There's just trees and zombies all interspersed around you, a little ways off. I want
to.
They're aware that you're
do
here.
A vicious
for sure.
mockery.
Okay.
And then try to run.
Go for it.
Yeah. So I cast vicious mockery. It's a
five.
DC 14.
Fails.
Okay. Cool.
What do you say or do here?
I say, you're shorter than the new guy, and uglier too. And then I play my loot a little bit.
Yeah. You deal a little damage to him. The creature grabs its head, rolling over, giving you a chance to break free, and you sprint off again.
Yeah, I'll run. I'm like running and gunning. I'm kiting him.
Okay. Kiting him where?
I'm keeping my eyes, like I'm trying to keep eyes on him while moving away and not running into other zombies.
Yeah. All right. Give me another acrobatics check.
Yeah, this has gone well so far. Let's go with a 4 this time. I want to take it down a notch.
Yeah, I think this time you hit a zombie. You turn, you're avoiding a tree, you move around from a tree. You don't quite like collide with the zombie, but like it comes around the tree and its hands scrape at you, causing you to sort of jump backwards. You jump awkwardly, stumbling backwards. Give me another dex save.
Come on, one of these rolls has to be good. Maybe not.
Nope.
An 8.
You pinwheel your arms backwards, stumbling over. The zombie kind of moves towards you. Then you hear it as this creature is on you once again. It is going to try and claw at you. Got to be at a 12, you said? Natural.
Yeah, it has disadvantage, though.
20. It does have disadvantage, and thank God, because that was a nat 20. 22.
Fuck fucking still gets a 22. Okay. Yeah,
You're
that
going to
hits me.
take this much damage, and I need a con save from you. You take 3 damage,
Okay.
and I need a con
I'm going to
save.
put that in manually, yeah?
Yeah.
And then a con save. Probably not going to go well. Give me an 8 on the con save.
You are paralyzed. Suddenly, this
Okay.
creature, you stumble backwards, a zombie moving towards you. This little creature appears from like behind one of the trees, jumps at you. As it launches through the air, it just kind of throws itself. It looks like a WWE wrestler throwing itself off the ropes, and its claws rake across your side, piercing through your shirt. There's a horrible burn in your side, and you sort of force yourself to spin away from it, but feel your movements get immediately extremely sluggish, and then you just fall. Your body completely losing control. You have no control over what you're doing, and you just boom hit the ground, drool falling out of the side of your mouth as you hit the deck here. The zombie behind you stumbles towards you. The ghoul starts climbing up your body. At this moment, an arrow strikes the ghoul through the head. An arrow strikes the zombie in the chest. Then a second. You are barely able to see this from your side. 2 cloaked figures appear. One says to the other, "He's paralyzed. I know. We should leave him. You know we can't. Fine. You take his feet. I'll distract them." Okay. You suddenly feel yourself being dragged away. The sound of more arrows firing into the night. And we return to the battlements with Tura. Tura!
Yes.
That's not your voice. Try again.
Yes.
Can we get a reset? Take 2?
Hello, I'm here.
Professional voice actor. Back to this battle map. We are on point 4, which was Tura. We see Tura striding across the battlements at the top of this toll castle now, and heading towards point 4. Where are you? Point 4. Oh, you're all the way over there. The second to last point on your list that was given to you by Corporal Vess. The boiling cauldron station sitting above the gate itself, the toll gate, sitting above the bridge. So underneath you, the actual gate and the access point to the first inner wall of the toll castle has completely been breached. But you are able to, via a sort of sky walkway, access the top of the bridge, the bit that sits over the top of the bridge, and has these large oil cauldrons. Again, you come to find a few recruits, a few foot soldiers, just firing haphazardly. A couple of them throwing javelins and spears into the zombies that are moving over the bridge. However, the oil cauldrons are cold. The undead below are really pressing at the gates here. You're looking at it does have an iron what's it called? Not the drawbridge.
The portcullis.
Portcullis down. But they're like rattling this thing. You can hear them really starting to build up, and there's a huge amount of them. There's probably more here than there is at any other point directly underneath the castle. The oil cauldrons here are going to make or break whether they either push up to the point where they're able to get up and over this part, or simply push through that portcullis by overwhelming force. There are a couple of ogres getting close. Once those ogres get towards this portcullis, they're going to push it through, and you're going to see the largest horde wave, the enormous horde that is coming down through the forest that Rickard is currently sort of wandering through, are funneling down towards this bridge. It is by far the most dangerous element of the horde in terms of size. The options here for you are to attempt to magically rekindle the oil cauldrons. You can try and find some kindling, or you can try and convince some of the frightened sappers around who are supposed to be manning this thing and have completely given up in just sort of chaotic fear and lack of command, to return to their posts. You're looking at an Arcana check at DC 14, a Nature check, or a Survival check would probably make more sense. We'll do Survival. Check to try and find some dry kindling and fuel and just do it manually. DC 12, or a Persuasion check to try and convince the guys to return to their posts and see if they will do it. What one would you like to attempt?
Well, I am known for my persuasive charisma, so I will try and persuade them the same way I have everybody.
Okay. What do you say and do, and then roll me a Persuasion check?
I try and, can I make a loud noise? I want to like hit the hilt of my sword against something and like make a ringing sort of, like a ding, get everyone's attention.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do whatever you want.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Oh yeah, anything I want. Yay.
Yeah, we're actually just making this up in our minds.
Oh my god, really? That's so crazy. I thought you had a plan. Why are the cauldrons gold? This is our first line of defense. What are you doing? Come on, get your head screwed on. This is not acceptable. You're lacking leadership. One of you has to step up to the plate. And I stare at like every single person who's on these battlements. And I try and look for anybody who looks like they have a spark of anything resembling intelligence.
Okay, give me a Persuasion check then. You have to beat a 12.
I'm not opposed to using my... Oh, that's an 8, but I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
I have an inspiration for it.
Yeah.
It.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, you can re-roll that.
Come on. No! That's a 9.
Another fail. They kind of look around one another. You get the sense that the sappers that were supposed to be manning this probably didn't even know what they were doing in the first place. It's possible that these oil cauldrons have been cold for weeks. You know, it's not something that they even really know what they're doing. But more than that, they're defeated. The guys on this wall looking over this gate are looking at the largest part of the horde. It is a much more different sight than the ones that are defending the main walls. In the dark, nobody at the main castle walls can really see just how enormous this horde is. And they seem completely broken and defeated. They just look up and they say, "Sorry, sir. I think it's all over. Ain't nothing oil's gonna do for us now."
With an attitude like that, you are just expecting to lose. Look at all these people inside this castle. I've forgotten where we are. This castle. You're just condemning them to death by giving up. I look pretty fucking pissed off right now. The idea that anyone would just give up, it infuriates me. So
give me an intimidation check. And this is to see if you can get your little bonus +1 castle point.
come on. Oh, it's a 19.
19.
Yes.
You do get the bonus 1 that you can attempt to get with a charisma check as a paladin on a failure. A couple of the foot soldiers here say, "You're right. Yeah, we got to try something. The cauldrons are... I don't know how to get them going again, but maybe we can do something with the bricks and the rocks. Let's get some of these bricks and rocks."
Use what we have at our disposal. Come on, everything you can find. And I'll start sort of chipping away a little bit at some of the top battlements so that we've got more like things to throw down at them, since I'm assuming they're not like anywhere near reaching where we are right now.
No.
So it's probably pretty safe for me to just like
Start
get rid of a little
breaking
bit of that
bits
rubble.
off. Yeah, the castle walls.
Come.
It maybe you recognize just how weak some of these parts of the castle walls are as you start breaking this off.
This
With
is
the others, they
terrible
start
craftsmanship.
getting anything they can find that's heavy and just throwing it off the edge. We see a few large rocks tumbling down, crushing some of the zombies, and also providing a little bit more in reinforcement for the portcullis, the main gate
Start
itself.
pulling up rubble and just like dropping it straight down. Like, we can build a fortress against them with the portcullis. Come on, here.
Yeah, we
and
can.
I start directing them.
Yeah, we can. All right. Fuck you, zombies. Fuck you. And they start.
Fuck you, zombies!
Help. Now, time is not on your side, so you have to move to the next point, which
Keep at it, you got this.
check the walls for possible breach points.
Right.
This is over by Sergeant Rune, who is a particularly large orc who has a dwarven bracer on one arm that it allows him to stabilize his arm and gives him improved grip and stabilization and sort of strength to that arm. He's marching up and down, barking orders as you arrive. But what Corporal Thrin wanted you to do was check parts of this outer wall for weakened elements. That she suspects essentially that the commander or that the sergeant doesn't see. So you need to first make me a perception or an investigation check as you do your inspection for this part.
Okay. Let's see what we have here. Oh, it's a 20, not a natural. Just a 19 with a +1.
A 20. You can see that some of the area in the sort of north western side of the wall here is for sure weakened. You can tell that the sergeant is completely unaware of it, and if any part of this castle is going down first, it's going to be that part if this horde begins to really batter it, and again you're starting to see ogres, you're starting to see bigger undeads, and if they reach this part of the wall, it's all over. This one is entirely on you getting creative. What do you do? How do you do this? There is a group of men around that are foot soldiers. You have the sergeant here who's completely oblivious and doesn't see that this is weakened.
So, how is it weakened? Is it like bricks, like cracking in the bricks and the mortar?
You can see that,
crumbling brick.
Parts of this section of the wall could potentially fall in minutes. It's definitely cracked, broken, crumbling. It has not been inspected, it has not been reinforced, and it is probably just thin. The mortar itself is old.
What resources do I have around me?
Not really anything that is going to allow you to fully reinforce this part of the wall. In terms of actually fixing the damage, it's basically impossible. So what would you do?
I don't know. This is hard.
It's rough,
I've
innit?
got nothing. Yeah. What I was gonna say was if I had any, like, I'd look around me for any scrap metal, any broken weapons, any stuff that's not being used, and I would look to Rune and try and figure out if I can convince him. We try and like melt it down somewhat, like a little bit, make it a bit malleable, and then I get him with his power arm to kind of just slam it into where these cracks are and like reinforce it with like slag metal.
Okay. Yeah. What do you say
Can I
to
do
him?
that?
You can try that. Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
That's it. That's the creative option.
Okay. How are you at handling heat? And then I throw in a little compliment. Oh, well, you seem pretty good at handling it here. You want to do something useful?
Oh, you again, is it? Heat.
That's right. Look,
What are
I'm
you
surviving.
thinking?
I'm thinking we
Spit
need to do
fire
something
on 'em,
about
is
these
it?
walls. In a manner of speaking, in a roundabout way. Look, you
We
hit
got
this
any
metal here.
dragonborn here? No dragons here.
No dragons. Okay, well, we'll use the next best thing. You see this fire here? I need you to use your very strong arm. I need you to hit something, and I need you to throw it into that wall with all of your power. Only you are capable of doing this.
Why?
These walls are crumbling. Look at them. And I start pointing to like different little areas.
Shite.
They are about to fall to pieces if we do not do something right now.
You might be right here.
Shields, any shields we have, any broken spears, any broken swords, anything we can take, we will use.
You ever been in a forge before?
Once or twice.
He grabs you under the armpits and lifts you up like a baby. You feel the dwarven bracer activate as he lifts you up and says,
I didn't think so. You've never been in a forge in your life, have you?
starts shaking you around, wobbling you about, and then he drops you down and says,
Not gonna work, but I tell you what we can do. Barrels of pitch and oil and tar, and then we throw it down this side, and that'll do it. That'll do it, that will.
What will that do?
It'll create a seal over the side of the wall.
Does that sound about right?
make me
If I knew we had barrels of tar and pitch, then I would have suggested this in the first place.
an investigation history, or an investigation or a history check will be fine.
What is both stinky rolls for me. Oh, it was a nat 20 for a 19.
It won't do what he thinks it would do. But you could throw loads of barrels of pitch and oil or tar down on the front of that part of the wall, and then that way, when the enemies approach, if they approach, you simply light them, and it would stop them from entering and deter them from breaking their charge. What you're attempting to do is sort of
Patch the holes.
patch loose shit
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah.
Which would also potentially work, but might take a bit longer because you're going to have to set up some way to do it.
Like a little 4G system, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've got a fire hot enough to even do that, so probably not. Look, caltrops, anything we can do to dissuade them from attacking this part of the wall. If this helps, then yes, we should use pitch or oil or whatever we have. Good idea.
It was a good idea, wasn't it?
It was an okay idea.
All right. It's on you then.
Slaps you on the shoulder way too hard.
Oil and tar and pitch, where is it?
I look back towards the cold oil that we have. And then I look towards two of the soldiers that are with us. You help me go get this oil. We have it up there on the battlements.
Well, what are you waiting for? Do what she says.
Flat out punches one of them. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They begin moving. He turns to you and says,
I think we should do what you said as well.
Okay, well,
What do you think?
Sure, if we have the time, why not? Two is better than one.
I got a bit of rope. I could lower you down.
So, you would like me to, abseil on the outside of this wall?
Yes. And you can shove loads of rubble and loose shit in there. Mix it in.
Wait, hang on a second. This whole plan necessitates the fact that you have a big arm that you can use to,
But I can
reinforce.
use it to lower you down.
But I could use my normal arms to lower you down.
give me a persuasion check.
I'm not being lowered over this wall into a bunch of zombies. Are you kidding me? 16.
Great idea.
Yes, I knew it. You're very brave, I say.
Right.
Okay, look, we have the oil. We will pour the oil down. The oil is cold. We can use some of the oil to make the fire hotter, so we can hopefully melt some of this metal. So do not worry, I have a plan. And I wait for them to bring the oil back.
Very well. Get ready, lads.
After a few minutes, the oil is brought forward, the cold oil from the cauldrons. The sergeant a few of the random foot soldiers and yourself have to lift this thing up. Give me an athletics check.
I'm also power gaming the fact that there is like a brazier. I don't know how you say it, brazier here, with fire, and I'm just going to power game that.
Brazier. No, you're right. It's brazier.
Brazier. I'm gonna, I'm gonna try and make that hotter by pouring a little bit of oil into there and just like keep it going.
Okay.
So you say athletics?
Yep.
Oh my god. Okay, 25.
Damn. Very easily, you lift with some of the foot soldiers one of these huge cauldrons of oil. It runs down the side of the wall, pours out as it hits the bottom of the castle. There's a bunch of zombies down there already that get caught in this oil. They slip or they sort of fall, and they're pushed back a little bit away from the wall. They have no idea what the hell it is. One skeleton is just completely lost in this oil. The second one is pushed by the sergeant and a couple of foot soldiers. Same thing, as the weakened part of the wall is covered, but then ultimately at the bottom of the wall, oil, tar, pitch is poured out. The sergeant finds 2 strong, long pieces of very thick-looking hempen rope, creates a very quick and loose, basic sling for himself, hands one side of it to you, runs one part of it over a couple of kegs, and then runs it over the side of the wall and says,
I hope you know what you're doing.
Absolutely. Good luck.
Okay. I'm gonna lower myself down, and I'm gonna just jam some shit in the side there. That's what I'm gonna do. Pass me that
Not make it
keg.
worse.
there's a huge kind of keg that they filled with debris, and he grabs it under his left arm, the one that doesn't have the bracer on it, wraps the rope through, loops it through his arm up to you, nods at you, and then very carefully begins to lower himself off of the edge. Give me another athletics check.
Oh, it's a 21.
21.
Damn, these rolls.
Yeah.
Good.
You start
Much
lowering
change.
him down. He starts just jamming rubble and debris and plugging random parts of the breach. He sort of, you see him every now and then just activate this dwarven bracer. It's very thick on his arm, and how he's using it is impossible to know, but every now and then it's almost like a steampunk item that just 50-50 shot that he's doing more damage. You probably won't know until later on. Make me another athletics check to support him while he's dangling there for the 15 minutes or so that this work takes
20.
place. A 20, nice. Anything under a 10 you were dropping him.
Yeah, that would be a shame.
Would you like to lift him up, or would you like to drop him?
How is everybody's morale around me right now? Now he's not like yelling at them and punching them.
They seem to be taking a breath. A few of them, you can hear them mutter under their breaths, like, oh, it'd be a shame if she dropped him. And honestly, it kind of like, even that, the break from him running up and down the battlements has improved their morale slightly. There are still archers and warriors that are fighting and throwing, but yeah, it is slightly improved, but you know, not too much. For the most part, morale is broken from the fact that there's an absolutely enormous horde around this toll castle, and everyone's pretty sure they're going to die.
I consider, in Tora's mind, she's thinking about like, which is the greater good here? Like, what do these people? Is his presence here actually a net positive? And she decides that they probably need his leadership at some point, so she will pull him back up again.
Okay, yeah. Didn't know if I was going to have to pull up your tenets and oaths for a second.
Look, she's not a perfect paladin.
All right.
But she definitely...
Those paladin powers
to be.
flickering on and off for a second.
Yeah.
as you, for just
Almost
a
unworthy.
second there, me and the audience recognize your character sheet flicked to fighter and back. Okay, yeah, you pull him back up. You don't need to make a check for it. And you earn yourself, let's see here, 3 castle points.
Ooh.
Is the maximum for this part.
Yippee!
Wall breach is +3. The next section for you is the recruits in the courtyard, and this is the last part. These are the recruits that are brand new, completely fresh, green as you like. They're sort of clustered and huddled together. They've fully abandoned their posts. They're hiding behind supply crates. They're pale. They're shaking. They're avoiding eye contact as you move through them. You basically have the options here to do 3 different types of charisma check. You can do an intimidation check at a DC 10 to try and just snap them out of it with fear and a commanding presence. You can try and do a persuasion check at a DC 12 to sort of calmly reassure them, give them clear instructions of what to do, and reassure that they're going to survive. Or you can do a full-blown performance check at a DC 14 and give a rousing speech, turn their fear into determination. And also, on top of that, which one do you want to role play? Intimidation, persuasion, or performance?
Oh, man, all of them. Unfortunately, she's a good soul, so I'll do performance.
Okay. The rousing speech. DC 14. Let's hear the speech, though, because I love hearing how good the roleplay is and then making you do a fucking bullshit roll.
All of you gather round to me. All of you, I see you over there cowering. You cowering. Come here. Fear is the biggest motivator. Fear may be the last thing you ever feel in your life if you allow it to control you. Fear should not be controlling you. You should be controlling your fear. You are in control. And now you control what happens here in this castle. Your fate is in your hands. These people's fate is in your hands. Do not give in to fear. Control your minds. And yeah, and then I think I just pull my sword from my bag. You will never give up fighting until you die. You should never give in. And I look each of them in the eye, and I look like pretty fierce. Like I really do believe what I'm saying. And then I'm gonna do a roll.
Here we go. A natural 1, bringing that up
Easy.
to a 3 is unbelievable. There is nothing I love more than a great bit of roleplay followed by a performance check. I remember getting shit for this in a previous show once, and it's funny because for me it's the opposite of like if you play a smart character and you're like obviously not smart enough in real life, so you're like, can I do an investigation check to bring it up? The inverse version of that is this, where you do an amazing bit of roleplay and then you roll a fucking natural 1 on the performance check.
Yeah.
2 people start crying. One of them just quietly slinks off and crawls behind the crate again.
No.
One of them just stands slack-jawed staring at you. The recruits do not move. You are unable to convince any of them.
I'm trying to remember if I have something that lets you reroll on that ones, but I might be getting all my characters confused.
Yeah, I don't think
It's
you're
sorry,
an,
there's too
you're
many
an
characters.
Orc. I
I know, but I am a paladin.
I don't think
Like,
paladins
wait,
have
what
anything
does
to do
this
that,
do?
they?
Hang on.
There is,
Hang on.
unless it's your background, the new backgrounds do stuff.
It could be. I'm trying to. Not that. Not that. No. No.
No, I don't think you do.
No, I don't think I do. Dang it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Failure. Flat out failure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that sucks.
Do you... actually, doesn't matter. There's a gust of wind as Corporal Vess appears next to you. She says, "A good attempt, but they're very green."
Yep, I can see this. I look ashamed.
I'm trying to figure out whether there's any benefit to some of these options. We have a few options. Perhaps I can pick your brain. We could reposition the reserves. They are, it would mean that the inner yard is less defended if breached, but it would provide us with more attack force on the walls. Alternatively, I could have them stockpile ammunition. That way we would have more ammo for any given situation. Alternatively, without the cauldron up there, we could try and set a fire trap. If the gate falls, then at least we'll be able to deal heavy losses to the undead. What
It would
you
buy
do?
us time to reorganize other people, to fortify the yard. Anything is better than them standing here doing nothing. I think perhaps option 3 would be the best one. Buys us time, and then we can move other people if we need to.
Right. Some other unfortunate news.
Oh no.
The commander has fallen.
The one, the pompous one,
Yes, it seems that he and your fellow adventurers, they delved into the crypt and ran into some trouble.
How could this happen? My friends are so competent.
Well, perhaps there's something more dangerous down there than we anticipated. I think it might be
Perhaps.
best that you go and support them.
I must be careful. I do not want to be infected. They are surely infected by now.
Yes, I suppose. Or perhaps you could check on them.
Yes, I can do this.
Thank you for your help.
I tried my best. I'm sorry that it was not enough.
Well, it was certainly better than we had going. It's nice to have someone with a measure of competence here.
Tori looks genuinely a little bit, but like disappointed, just a little bit. Ashamed of herself.
She puts a hand on your
Really?
shoulder. It's cool, because there's just a general sense of air that comes off of her. As her hand touches your shoulder, you feel like, again, like the wind slightly pushing your hair back. She says, "I assure you, you've bought us some time, at the very least. That's better than we were going to have before."
We'll take what we can get.
Right.
I will go find my friends. Thank you for your help.
Nods at you and then turns around. "We're going to set a fire trap. Those of you that can carry any wood, kindling, follow me." And she begins gathering some of the pieces. With a fire trap, you gain no additional castle points. But if the gate falls, it immediately deals heavy losses to them. You earned,
Long game.
let's see, 1 point, 2 point, 2 point, 1 point, 3 points, 9 points. Which means 0 to 6 castle points was that the castle walls were going to fall and they were going to suffer many losses regardless. 13 plus, the castle will hold firm for the entire evening. 7 to 12 means that the castle holds for a few more hours.
Interesting.
So we know that. but you don't. However, as we see Tura head back down towards where Got...
What was the total?
The total was 9.
Oh.
And it's hard. It's hard to beat that minigame. It's pure gambling, is what it is.
That was awesome, by the way. Watching and seeing that minigame, super awesome.
Yeah, slightly inspired by Wax Stevens' Defend the Gates. Check it out
No
on
way.
the VODs. It's
No
very
way.
cool what he did, and I wish that I had time to fully create Defend the Gates. We might still have time. Back downstairs, slightly set aside, Got, Gary, and Mike are standing by the door. However, no, you had it the right way around. Away from Got, having made an excuse for a moment to pop down towards the sewers, perhaps for another tinkle. We join...
The sewers for a tinkle. I'm
join
gonna go take a piss
Fitch.
where piss belongs. Don't lock the door behind me.
What is Fitch doing?
Well, I think Fitch probably was like, I gotta get more nails, and goes back to the storeroom. And there's a moment where he's like, he's frantically looking around, he's frantically looking for more nails and things, but you know when you not like you go into a room and you forget where you are, but like you go to do a task, but there's something still reeling on your mind, on loop, on repeat, and you know it's a simple task, like go get more nails, but for some reason you keep getting this like intrusive thought or this intrusive connection in your mind. Anyway, that's what's sort of happening here, where he's like, I don't know why what he's grappling with the idea is, if these things are breaching through stone easily, then they're not going to be able to, a couple of nails and a strong wood door is not going to be able to hold it back. But he still tries. That's that thought, that doubt that's like reeling in his mind. He does grabble. He grabbles a handful of nails. They're probably longer nails, especially in his size. But he grabs a couple of them. And he starts to like hold them, cradle them, and some of them fall and jingle onto the ground. And I think one of them. Like as he's holding, one of them like falls, and the weight of the nail pulls his sleeve down for a moment. And then this was a fun little thing I wanted to do. That would be trying to gaslight us into me having a lower back tattoo, but instead, instead the sleeve falls down, revealing the mark of the Devil's Guild. And without like a passing like judgment, just sort of the nail falls, he picks it up, but he sees the mark, and he closes his hand, and then he covers his hand. And then he drops the nail at ding 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 off the ground, and then he covers it with his hand, but not the sleeve. Or maybe he does with the sleeve for a second, and then slowly rubs his hand on the tattoo, and he goes,
And
and there's this moment of just uncertainty if this is a good idea. I think there's a reminder of the battlements crumbling or falling, or even just the shout of Tura above, yelling at, like maybe he looks out and sees like one of the arrow slits, like a silhouette of Tura like yelling at these green recruits, and they're all just sort of slack-jawed, and then him like maybe then moving his eye to see that there is still a shambling crawling up the side of this building, and more of the mortar is starting to fall between the bricks, and some bricks are even falling as he goes,
there's no voices. Okay. Cringe!
Cringe!
as he calls for Cringe, that like herald of the Devil's Guild.
There's a burst of flame around you. You hear a creature echoing down the halls.
After 10,000 years, I'm free.
I close the door behind me.
You wish to write up a contract with Cringe?
The imp floating in front of you pulls out a burning, flaming piece of paper that sort of slowly crackles down to simple parchment. His finger ignites as he points at you, the point on the end of it flaming, his little red eyes beaming towards you, his pointed tail flicking.
We're doomed, right?
Oh, yes. There is, let's see, undeads and wizards around you. You're in a lot of trouble.
Yes. We need to get out of this.
Who's we?
Everyone here. We gotta save the castle.
Oh, save the castle. That's a tall order.
But it could be done, right?
Well, it could be done. It'll cost you. You willing to pay the price?
He looks down at the tattoo. He looks outside. It's like bullet time now.
You got Tura's slow-mo yelling at everyone. And you're seeing a slow-mo of like a plume of fire barrels and fire traps ignite behind Tura as just these coughs of smoke start to erupt behind her. There's a bullet time. We smash cut to Rickard with like these silicone prosthetics. Maybe one of them's falling off as he's trying to make his way, disguising himself through the horde, and then maybe Got holding the back door closed. As it smashes back to the eyes of my character, Fitch,
as he goes, yeah, I'll pay the price.
Very well.
Cringe suddenly, like in a burst of flame and smoke, appears next to you and sniffs you.
Yes. Interesting bloodline you come from. Archduke Zero would be interested in some of that blood. What do you say to it? In exchange for a little of your blood and maybe a few experience points, I'll support the castle.
Yeah.
Great.
There is a burst of flame. Cringe is gone. Fitch
somehow my signature is on the is like writes on to the contract.
Fitch is
and
gone.
then what happens? Sorry,
You're gone.
and then Fitch is gone. Oh, perfect.
There's nothing
Okay, great.
but the scorch mark of the Devil's Guild left behind, the same one that you left in the alleyway in Eldessa. And that's where we end our session. Thank you so much for playing, players, and thank you so much for watching, watchers. I didn't make him do that, by the way. In case you're wondering whether I was like, oh, by the way, you should do this at the end. He messaged me and was like, this is what I'm going to do.
I have an idea, and he went, okay. And then I
Whatever.
sent him an Aladdin, do you trust me gift, and then he said, okay. And that was it.
Tune in next week, where we will pick up from this point and see what the others are up to as Fitch goes on his own little personal adventure into hell. Also,
Yay.
please tune in on Friday. We have a new show starting up, which I'm running. It is called Unknown, and it is a game in which the player characters are being handed blank character sheets, and then we're going to be doing spin wheels to randomly unlock all of the things on that character sheet over the course of 8 episodes. They know nothing about who they are. They know nothing. I'm just putting them in, and then we're going to spin a wheel based on how much money we get. And then that is how we fund this show. Yay!
And that's where it's going. Thanks, everone. Go watch that stuff so we can continue this stuff.
This Friday, it is called Unknown. It will be on at 7 p.m. UK time, which is 2 p.m. Eastern. And here's a trailer for it. Everyone say bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. See ya.
Bye.
What happened?
Who am I?
What is this place?
Where am I?
When is this?
Who are you?
Why are you here?